We're live.
Something too. We're live? We're good?
They're live.
Hey guys, welcome back to Dragons in the Dining Room. DMLoxy here. We're just getting rolling tonight, so bear with us for a moment, please.
Let's see, that is definitely...
I think the other nice thing about just reviewing everyone's characters at the beginning is if we have people who are viewing for the first time.
Yes.
It gives them a little bit of an idea of who and what's in the party without having to go through the whole...
like, most people, if they're going to watch firsthand, aren't probably going to go back and watch the first one, and they kind of want to know a little bit of what's going on.
Right.
Because otherwise they're like, I have no idea what's going on.
I've had a couple people go back. Cool.
I mean, yeah, I would.
Cool, but yeah. No, I'm excited.
Really?
Yeah, I am.
Oh, the minis.
Yeah, do you guys need minis?
Yeah.
You do?
Yes, please.
Okay. You need more minis. Here's more minis. And here's the minis.
Arigato.
I get a mini. Get a mini.
There's that one. Do we still need more?
Nice one.
No, I'll be the Trask.
Okay.
I got one.
You got one? Woo!
I need
So,
human looking thing.
I've got lots more back here, I'm sure.
That'll work?
Yeah, already.
He has to have punctures through his arms and legs, though.
Hail, the gang's all here.
Oh, yes.
Baby.
Hail, the game
There's a what? I'm not that hungry.
See what? Wait, what?
All right, the camera needs to be quiet for a few minutes.
The whole group.
The whole motley crew.
There's Nuno.
Wait,
I do,
okay.
please. Pick me out something that sort of looks like, I don't know, a type
Okay,
tiefling.
well, we are already rolling
Wonderful.
in after, so
That's a party.
I'm gonna start hollering at people. Hakuba.
Yeah, what?
Hakuba. You are a half-orc. You're a hork.
I'm a hork.
You're a hork.
Wow!
Horker?
You're a hork.
I'm such a
And
hork.
what is your AC?
My AC is something.
Something.
This is
14.
your heads-up rest of the table to...
My AC is 14.
And your current HPs.
Current HPs is 17.
And your max HPs.
Max HP is 17.
Awesome sauce. Let's go over to Callista.
Hello! The tiefling lovely sorcerer. Hello! I've been hanging around with him too often.
Yeah, you are. I'm putting that in my notes. The tiefling lovely.
She doesn't
Like
have an
tiefling.
AC.
Hello.
Alright, and
She
your
has no
AC,
AC.
Callista.
14.
14. And your current HPs?
14.
And your max HPs?
14.
She doesn't have armor written down, nothing.
Let's go with... Okay, I'll come back to her. Sam, also known as
Marcus.
Marcus. I almost said Marco Polo, and I don't know why. Because I can't do Kermit the Frog anymore, so now it's just, it had to do something else.
I mean, it's not deep.
We interrupt the stream to bring you
doesn't really matter.
overabundance of cuteness in baby form.
No. Hi, baby.
$5 for little baby.
Marcus's AC is
Now we all got boots for
15.
15, alright, and your current HP.
15.
And your max HP.
20.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Merry Christmas. And
real quick for
you are a...
I am
You're
a
a Cambion mix.
1/4 incubus, 3/4 human. I'm a pink human.
So you're just gonna be my little mixed breed. I just think of that like ugly chihuahua that's so cute that you have to take it home, but it's kind of what I picture with your Cambion a little bit.
So I have violent tendencies.
And for the folks at home, what is your favorite profession?
My favorite profession?
You're a fighter, correct?
Yes, I am a fighter.
Stick it with the pointy end.
Being so human and ugly, I've had to fight my way through my whole life.
Alright, and Arcana. Yes, perfect. I'm finally remembering everyone's names because there's so many campaigns right now that I'm either DMing or a part of that I feel like I need a Rolodex just to
Find
keep
it.
track of all the
That's
characters.
how it's going.
That's why you need your cheat sheet book that you can't find.
I rest my case.
Ooh.
That was
Wow.
gorgeous. I'd give that a 6.8, 7.2, somewhere in there.
Is that in the Richter scale or is that not?
No, that's just on the dining room scale.
Oh, okay.
Dragons
Okay.
dining room scale. And Arcana, you are a tiefling wizard.
Body does weird things these days. I turn one way and air comes out another.
It's called old age.
This is coming out of your
I
head.
suffer from it myself.
Middle-aged air.
Your AC
12.
and your HPs.
I'm eating my own hair.
16.
And is that your max or your current?
Both.
Perfect. All right. So quick little recap. Who's here? Hey! Hi, Ness. I don't know why it makes me so happy. It's just like, because I never see Ness anymore. So when he pops in chat, I just get all giddy. Like,
Yeah.
something good came out of him. That probably wasn't appropriate.
That is actually very appropriate.
It's an up north thing.
Bad things always happen.
All
when
right,
I'm
so
in
you
it,
guys found after Hakuba made us all cry our eyes out with his actions with Rose and Thorn. I actually steal the minis back from you because I'm going to throw a lot of them at you tonight. To your left.
So,
Hakuba.
oh, okay. I was like,
Oh,
throwing-
I was
throwing
like,
her-
Oh, yeah, no, not your
Okay.
minis.
Oh. So we're taking the minis back because why?
No. Yeah. Go for it.
Where am I?
Where
We
are you?
don't know.
Oh,
Yeah, where are you?
You're,
Where are you?
actually, you're gonna hang out in limbo for a little bit. What happened last session is that the group awoke to a note from Strahd saying, "I had a thought, went to go check it out, be back later."
What exactly was your thoughts?
I hadn't gone to the other library yet.
And actually, Stornock, that is gonna fit in perfectly. I need you to roll me 2 Constitution saves and tell me what they are.
High enough.
Right.
That one's a 5,
Perfect.
and that one's a 16.
Okay, and then I need 1 Wisdom save.
All those books are causing them to
14.
14. You know,
My brain hurts.
you woke up in the middle of the night, you'd gotten a full rest, and you just kind of wandered the house. And you couldn't shake the thought that, maybe this Strahd isn't such a bad guy after all. I think, and the thought is just, it's very pervasive. And for someone who's in control of their mind as much as you typically are, you don't realize it at first. And then as about an hour passes, you kind of go, this is weird. I'm not sure if these are my thoughts or not. You start to question your own line of thinking. But for a little bit there, you started thinking that, the Strahd, he's just, what is in your mouth? I'm sorry, that really distracted me. That, sir, is a talent.
It's like watching someone
Right,
put a
flipping
CD in
back.
Yeah. And the CD is gone. Bye.
Invasive earworm in the back of your brain that maybe the Strahd is just, maybe he's just lonely and misunderstood. Maybe he's really not such a bad guy, and if he's killing people, maybe they deserve to die.
Oh, jeez.
So you do see the rest of your group as time passes. They connect with some ghostly figures of Rose and Thorn. You found out that they had starved upstairs, and they headed down to the basement. You followed after them, and you can now rejoin them at your will. I am going to put you in the hallway that's just south of Area 24.
So,
And you can, yeah.
Is it down on fire?
No, that's a
You know, there's definitely smoke.
Okay.
You do have some minor smoke inhalation. Maybe that's what's plaguing your thoughts. But you're short enough that it's really not affecting you. The stop, drop, and roll. All you have to do is stop and roll.
Quick question.
Answer.
For that one particular room that you said was against all our moral roguish codes, would it be against his as well, being what he is, or?
he would have less issue with it.
Okay. The one with Rose and...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yep. I mean, the whole don't harm women and children. Women, it's on the line. It depends on whether or not they draw first. You know, the whole equal rights thing, great. You want equal rights? I can kill you equally. Perfect. We're all happy with that.
We all stab equally.
Kids, exactly. Well, that's what it means. Equal? Okay, here you go. Kids, not so much. But he, coming from where he's come from in his background,
We haven't done a, we did a long rest.
We had a week.
it's not as gut-wrenching for him.
Gotcha.
It's not that he would ever condone or participate so much as it doesn't have the shock value that it has for everyone else because he's been familiar with it.
Right.
You wouldn't believe what I've seen.
I've been to Dawn.
No, that's what I'm still doing.
I resembled that remark last week.
We've been in this house like 3 nights and my character hasn't taken a leak, so he's gonna go back to that pit.
There's some things I don't RP for a reason. If it becomes valid, I can absolutely RP that, but it's not enough to put out the fire.
We roll a percentage.
Depending on what you're doing, that may not be the only thing burning. So, moving forward.
You were drinking alcohol.
Well,
You're welcome. You all right there, Hakuba?
Okay.
Alright, we are going to move forward. Stornock, you can rejoin the party as you see fit. If you want to roll stealth to continue following them while being sneaky, go right ahead.
Oh, and by the way, the room is burning off to the side.
Yeah, do you guys want
to your
fire
right.
for that?
Fire.
If you
yeah.
fire, please. Yeah, I'm sure
I
you have a fire
fire.
elemental somewhere.
I have flames, but I think they might be upstairs from when I turned it into an escape room.
Oh,
And
okay.
I had fire as one of the elements in a bottle, and it was cool.
That's awesome.
We're just gonna call this.
Or can
Do you
use
have
a
a
sword
red
as a
or a
piece of
table?
This is a table, but we're gonna call it fire for the time being.
That works.
Put upside down.
Ooh, and I want some of you, and I want some
That's the
of
best
you,
fire ever.
and ooh, I don't know what you are, but I want you, and I want you, and where's your buddy? Ooh,
I want
damn
some of
candy.
this, I want some of this, I want some of that.
And what is? Oh no.
I
Ooh,
know.
no.
Yeah, and then she's like,
Yes,
ooh,
yes,
no,
yes.
no, yes, yes, no.
Piece of candy.
Ooh, yes, exactly. Damn candy.
Is that one yours? I
I
think you were like over here. And then
I
that
need-
thing was coming out.
obviously
Yeah, you're
need more
staring
minis.
down the beastie.
I was actually right about here. I had come just up the stairs and like, woo! Okay.
Tentacle monster
Alrighty.
of a violating kind.
Briefly looking at you guys left off. I believe it was Arcana was in the hallway west of 27.
I'm right by the number 29.
Perfect.
Yes,
Perfect. I wasn't sure if I put 29 on that map or not.
you did not.
Yeah, it's right here.
Oh, it's tiny.
Perfect to watch while making cookies. Awesome. You're bringing those cookies for us, right? Because DM appeasement is a thing.
Yeah, you go guy.
It might save our lives one day.
Hazelnut latte thing today.
It's happened. You're all gonna die. Go on break, run, come back with coffee. You know, maybe I could give you one more. I feel happy for some reason.
So at break, we all need to run.
She's gonna have 5 coffees.
Highly caffeinated.
I don't need to run. I got other legs for me. We can keep playing.
And Arcana being. Ooh, so is it because you know the party members that we're not getting cookies? Because that's kind of what I'm reading. The cookies for us, probably not, but I know at least 3 party members. So 3 of you are the reason I'm not getting cookies, is what I'm reading.
Oh!
I don't know.
1, 2, 3. Depending on who's talking.
I was gonna say,
Alright, so
Depends on who it is
moving
that's talking.
forward here. What is your sneaky sneak, Stornock?
I'm not really sneaky.
You're not rolling sneaky sneak? Awesome sauce.
I am.
Paul's watching.
Alright, you're rolling Sneaky Sneak, Hakuba?
Yeah.
Oh gosh, I keep you're a rogue, a half-orc rogue.
I'm a tree.
All I can picture is like Hodor trying to hide behind a tree.
Yes.
Like that's what comes to mind, to be clear.
I'm a tree. I'm a tree.
Hakuba!
Let's see, where is my sneaky on here?
That's not in your display, Marion.
I was gonna say, I don't
17.
know. I don't know who Puzzle Meaning is.
17? You feel like you were adequately sneaky snuck.
Okay.
Arcana, I need you to roll me perception.
I'm hiding behind my stuffed wolf.
Where?
What's its
It's
name?
on my character.
If you were going to carry it around for that long, you have to name it.
13.
13? Okay.
I'll come up with something.
You feel like the chanting is getting louder the further west you go. And it's one of those, when you try to focus on the chanting, it goes away. But when you're not paying attention, you can kind of hear it in the background. But you can't make out any particular words yet.
Okay. Oh.
So, let us see here.
Oh.
Alright, I'm going to let you guys
Hey, John.
wander until something bad happens. Or
We
something
left
good
off
happens.
with something bad. We left off with something bad.
Yeah, you did. You walked into the hallway and you felt like something was
It
weird.
was that black thing coming.
That's what she's probably retconning.
Or wait, you guys didn't. Someone saw it. You did see it. That's right. Your perception was high enough. My brain went back to you and went, "Oh yeah, your perception wasn't
The
high
only
enough to see
person who
it."
saw it was me, and I screamed. That's where we left off.
That's right. Okay, I didn't have my your scream written down
Oh.
in my notes.
John from Walmart says hi.
But yes.
John?
Callista, you do see as you look
Oh,
over to
Diggins.
that larder,
Hey, John.
that little corner, you see,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
you see the tentacles coming out and this black beak.
That's his name.
I can't see it very well yet to know what it is.
No, literally all you can see is this face
yeah.
and what looks like the edge of a beak and tentacles. Because that's a really cool combination to throw together.
Psycho Ross.
The cobras.
And you are going to scream, yes?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Bloody murder, because I have no idea what this thing is.
Okay, you guys are
And I'm
wandering
by
the
myself.
halls, and all of a sudden you hear in Callista's voice, "Bloody murder!" And you're not sure what that means, but you feel compelled. I love you too.
I love you too.
You said you screamed bloody murder. So
I
assumed
okay.
that
I scream.
I was taking you at your word. I'm the DM. I don't know anything.
I gotta make that t-shirt yet.
All right. Are you going to do anything after you scream?
Prepare to blast it with something.
Roll initiative.
Wow, my eyesight's
Why
horrible.
are you
9.
doing this to me? It lied to me.
Slides and Lander.
Yes, very much so. What did you get?
A 9.
A 9.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say ooh.
I'm going with this as my proficient, or my
What? That's what I'm
initiative
missing.
bonus instead of this.
Hey, Stornock, is my dice box on the other side of my screen?
I'm going with a 2 instead of a 4.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Rip.
Yeah. Get the thing my happy.
There's also a black box.
Is there a little black box with the dragon on it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
See, that's what I would have guessed was the dice box, not the other one.
Tools of the trade, man. Alright, let me get that down.
Don't ever have death dodge.
Callista. Actually, see who all is going to be reacting to Callista's scream.
I'm kind of right around the corner or something.
Yeah, you know what? Just for shiggles, to save time later, everybody roll me initiative. No, you can't re-roll yours.
I hadn't planned on it.
Okay.
What do you mean? I didn't know that was an option. Has it been an option this whole time? What?
No, but some.
No, I didn't assume that I could reroll.
Hey, love of my life in the other room hiding.
What?
I need you momentarily. because this is being really, really dumb. And I had the page marked and it fell out, and now I can't find it, and it's not in the...
What are you looking for?
The thing she's writing that we can't see.
It's ugly.
Further back, I thought it was.
It's like way back.
Right there. Right there.
Oh. So when you put a sticky note on a page, look at both sides of the page before you think you sticky note on the wrong page. We can edit that out, right?
Nope.
Nope.
And we can go back and clip things. That's right. She's gonna kill me.
You know what? That's never happened,
She's
so
gonna
I'm
kill
not
me.
really afraid of it.
Oh, but it
Hakuba.
will, because I'll remember this time.
7.
Ooh, 7. Oh, no, that's just
Yeah,
flattering.
I was hiding behind my
You're a wolf and you were not, yeah. Okay.
Alright, Arcana.
trap finder. I'm gonna name him trap finder.
There we go. And Marcus.
14.
Stornock.
15.
Alright. And now that I have my death tools of the trade. Oh, okay. Awesome sauce. Alright. Well, as this commences, you end up... Screw. I didn't see that, but I felt that. My DM senses are tingling.
I have a note now. I love you. I will remember now.
Define love really briefly, please.
Someone you care about very much, whether it be a friend or else.
Alright, I need you to put... I don't have one, so this is gonna mark it.
Here.
Sorry! We should clip that.
Basically, a chimney.
Not there.
It was not a chimney, it was a stairwell.
I hate
but
you.
can only access
Where
from top to
Sweaty
bottom.
it is. That little... I'm sorry, I love you. That little alcove. That's where that thing is.
So.
But, yep.
There? Okay.
Yep. And it's starting to come out, and all you see is tentacles
And a beak.
beak. And I don't know if your character ever would have seen this.
I rolled and I couldn't see it well enough to tell what it was, so
Right,
I
but
thought
it
that maybe I
is-
could roll again when I saw it better.
It is coming out of this alcove to come visit you and check you out.
Okay, well, I'm gonna roll again to see if...
Yep, go ahead, and it is going to move 30 towards Callista.
It's gonna be on top of me then.
Perfect, it's going to go right in front of you.
Right. And no, I rolled a 6 knowledge arcana.
You are so momentarily overwhelmed that you're not sure. It looks like it has the body of a snake with the beak of an octopus and then tentacles. 4 tentacles.
Oh.
Stornock might know, but he's not there.
Yeah, I'm not there.
And it slaps at you with its tentacles.
That's great.
And
Make sure you pronounce that right.
it misses with the first one,
Hilarious.
and the second tentacle comes down and smacks you, but it doesn't do any damage. You feel like had it grazed, had it been any closer, and I mean, tentacles don't look scary. They're just like, hi there, floppy flop, I'm a tentacle. Whack!
Until you get hit with one, yes, of course.
It kissed you good morning, and now you have hickeys everywhere. I don't know, it just comes to my mind. Before my mouth can process it, it's great. Stornock, it is your turn.
Stop it. Removed.
It's Kid Calamari.
I'm going to yell. I don't know if I can yell again. Help, please! A little help, please.
Help! Bloody murder! Help!
I think someone needs help.
I'm going to sneakily. What's that? Oh, okay. Gotcha. I'm going to sneakily move forward and see if I can see what it is that she needs help with.
You were going to sneakily move forward?
Yep.
Okay. If you are stealthing, let's see, because you're only level 2, so you'd still be moving at half speed. I know you can move at full speed while stealthing, but I don't think you're there yet.
Put the wolf down off to the side when I get around the...
Sit, Boo Boo, sit.
Sit, Trapfinder. Sit.
What did you name it?
Trapfinder.
Trapfinder.
Oh, God.
I remember.
Give it a sock. See what happens. The little...
I don't know,
Hey,
Joe came and gave it to you.
Joe, I need a stuffed something. Actually, no. On the back of my office chair upstairs. My black armchair.
Oh
Will you please get what's hanging on the back of it, and I'll love you forever?
Oh dear. Aren't you supposed to love him forever anyway? He's never married.
Oh my.
What do you mean?
No, that means I'm married to him forever. That doesn't mean I'll love him forever.
So
I'm just kidding. I love him forever. Alright,
so do I...
next on the initiative... Oh, no, sorry.
I was going to say, do I see what this thing is? And...
When I get to you, I'm waiting to see what Strahd does.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I will get to you, Hakuba. But I will let you set your wolf down and sneaky. Strahd, what you up to?
I hear her scream from this distance.
So,
Yes!
I'm back. And I'm going to help you out.
You're too tall. Shrink down a little bit.
My name's Utgar. I'm the Iron Sign. I'm going to be here to help you out today.
Yeah.
And people wondering why I married him? That.
Why do I have my
That.
bear?
What?
Why do I have my bear?
That's not your bear. That is my bear, and he's gonna borrow it as a wolf.
Right, so he's now a wolf, not a bear. Don't get that confused.
Yes.
You now have a trap finder. I like props. Yes, Strahd.
I'm sneaking at 27.
You feel adequately sneaky, Snot?
I'm going to go see why she's screaming bloody murder.
Okay, and how close do you get?
Not close enough, but I'm 5, 10, 15. Right up there, so I have line of sight.
You can see it, and you do know it's a brick.
Really?
That's one off.
You know what it is. You are not overly familiar with.
I'm actually going to be kind of confused because why the hell is it in a house? So with that, I'm going to sit back going.
Okay. Your hee-hee does not break stealth.
Good.
Marcus.
I thought about that too. That is on my list too.
I can barely stand it in here.
That's what we see.
Oh.
That's lovely.
Yes, it
I
is.
still don't know what it is exactly, but...
Yes, he's cheating.
You described it. Or you said what it was.
That doesn't mean open the page to the effing stat block.
Oh, I was just looking at the picture, not numbers or words or anything like
Me
that.
too. Me too.
I'm not that kind of person.
Okay.
I was curious. I've never encountered one of these before.
I haven't either. Thank you for the picture.
Yeah, now we know it's not a spider.
Yeah, no, I don't want a spider flying in my face!
I'm going to borrow a different DM for a moment. You can continue.
Well, thank you for permission. I was curious.
Oh,
Don't tell me how to bleed my own blood.
So, lovely.
Exactly.
I would
looking
like.
thing.
I would like to move. Or is it still your go?
Right, so you're moving, Marcus?
Yes.
Okay.
Moving through the corridor to see why someone's yelling.
Okay. You. Ooh, hold on.
What are these blocks? 5?
Yes, they are. They are 5. And how did you get there? Through there?
Walking through this corridor, checking for traps as I
29.
go.
I didn't think that we could pass by each other. Cause
You can. They're narrow. You can pass by each other, but it's not easy. Like one of you has to flatten, the other one has to flatten and scooch.
Okay.
But I'm not gonna.
Sure,
Dock
fair enough.
movement.
I was just asking.
Yeah. Nope. Good question.
Oh, me having initiative is ahead of you today. Let me redo that. Will you move?
Do you allow him to pass?
Yeah, I'll pass.
pass.
You don't collect $200.
I pass, making sure that floors aren't actually pit traps as I go.
Okay. Yeah, you make it there safely.
And I see a brick.
You see a thing.
I see a thing that I don't know anything about.
Not a prop.
But it looks like the picture that you showed us. It's lovely.
Meat thorn.
Can we show the stream what it looks like? Would that be okay?
Yeah. I can do that. I will just do...
Here.
I will do one of these.
That.
It looks like that.
Yeah, it's creepy.
It's a worm squid.
It's a
worm squid, yes. It's a snake squid. With a beak.
I found thorn.
Oh, no! Because Thorin's dead! Don't do that, my heart!
Oh! No!
You're an awful person.
Yeah.
At the
In
most
case
you have
no
water.
one ever told you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Alright, Marcus, anything else you're gonna do?
Upon seeing the monster, I'm gonna draw my sword.
You draw your sword.
And do I have, let's see, I have movement, so do I get an action?
You'd have a movement, an action, and a bonus action. So if you only took your movement, you'd still have an action or a bonus action.
Okay. I'm gonna take a swing at the monster.
Go ahead and swing.
Swing.
Kill it, please.
That's on the book, but it is flat. 13.
Alright, and you swing, and this thing is slimy. Your sword hits and just kind of goes
Ah,
to the
gross.
side. You feel like you were really close to catching it square, but it just hit at the wrong angle and slid off.
So is it also like look like it has a sheen to it, like a slug would?
You know,
Or
it
not
doesn't
really.
look like it doesn't look slimy. Like on the underbelly, maybe it's a little
Sure.
sticky. But where he hit it didn't appear slimy until his sword hit, and then you're like, oh, that's
lovely.
That's like water off a crick's back. It's gonna be bad tonight. It's been a long day.
Really?
Yeah.
I needed to bring you coffee or something.
And I'm done.
Just give me an IV of espresso at this point. Alright, Arcana.
Wait, did they go over?
Not that I know.
No.
Hi, baby. Yeah. That's like a +7 to charisma, right?
Right? That's rude.
But it fits my character.
I don't really want to use anything because he's in my way and I don't want to.
Unless you roll a 1, you can shoot up or around people. If someone's standing in front of me and I want to hit something with a bow, there's nothing stopping me from leaning over and firing. I mean, I'm not going to count that you guys aren't intelligent enough to like lean around or lean over or...
Okay. I'm gonna move. You can't see it. I'm not in the room, but I'm in the doorway.
Gotcha. I can see it. I got a line of sight.
And
I'm a terrible aim. I should have told you.
I'm going to use acid splash.
Ooh! Roll to hit. Or wait, yes, acid splash is a roll to hit. Because one of them's a dex save, but I think that's a breath weapon.
Acid splash. You hurl a bubble, choose one creature within range. The target must succeed on a dexterity save.
It is a dex, okay. And what am I beating?
14.
It's an 18 before I add anything, so I'm gonna go with it. That
Yeah, you saved that
it
one.
missed. You go to acid splash and you watch this thing go. Like, look, Mom, no hands. Anything else out of ya?
Nope.
Awesome. Callista.
Mm-hmm.
This thing just smacked at you with its smacky smack.
Yeah, I'm
knuckles.
gonna shoot it with a freaking firebolt. Screw that noise.
Point blank in the face. Or not.
Wait. That's a 9. I have no idea if it hits or not.
I
And
mean,
9.
it is right in front of you.
It's right in front of me, but it could have crazy dodge skills of a snake that I have no idea.
Which tentacle do I shoot at?
Like, it's sort of like that aiming targeting. And
It's oh gosh, no. I almost said something, but it was bad. You were trying to shoot it and give yourself your last rites at the same time, and it just didn't work.
So I miss. Do I hopefully don't hit anyone else? Correct?
No.
Okay,
no,
good.
No. It just and hits the wall.
Great.
Anything else out of you?
I don't think so.
Okay. Hakuba, you and your grizzly companion are up.
Here.
Pun intended.
How thick is this thing?
How thick?
Like at its tail.
It didn't measure this morning. It's not quite sure.
Now is that a mark again?
I have no idea how to answer that, so I'm going with that.
Okay.
But
Like,
we'll
is
say
it?
it's like at the tail. It's about like that,
Okay. So
like your arm,
okay.
your half orc
I was
arm.
gonna say how big is this creature? That's like, is it the size? Like, is it sitting so that it would be the size of a human? Is it?
Yeah, when it's reared up the way it was in the picture, it's just over your head height.
Okay.
Because you're how tall? You're like 5'5", 5'11", somewhere in there.
Something like that. Yeah.
Okay, it's about like 6'2" standing up.
So if I were to take a crowbar and jam it through the tail to pin it to the ground.
If you think you can jam a crowbar through the tail and into the stone floor, go for it.
Or you'll piss it
Don't
off.
roll a 1. Just don't roll a 1.
Would that be an action or a bonus action that I could take?
Technically an action, but depending on what else you were doing, I would consider.
Okay. Because I don't want to use my rapier to try to pin it.
This thing's rearing.
Yeah.
Do something, please.
Getting angry.
Yeah.
It's still looking at Callista.
Well,
It's now drooling angry drool.
I'm taking my rapier and my dagger, which actually the dagger should be long enough.
Well, you're debating which weapon to use.
Well, I'm gonna go after it with my rapier, and I'm gonna try to pin it afterwards with a dagger if I can.
He's going to try and piss it off.
Yep.
And then
Yep.
piss it off even more.
Go for it. Just realize the dagger, as we'll treat the dagger as an offhand, so you won't get to add your perfect.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right, roll to hit with the rapier.
Alrighty.
DM math.
11 plus.
You get in this chair behind the screen, and those cameras go on, and everything you have, this like oration of plus 20 goes plus 2.
So does a 16 hit?
A 16 does hit.
Woo! So is that with sneak attack, or is that? I mean, as far as being that it seems to be flanked by.
Does it seem to be flanked, or is it flanked?
Looks flanked to me. So. Just making sure I just roll the right ones. Alright, that's 1 die 6 plus 1 die 8. I like that. So 8 plus 2 plus. So I forget what the thing is for that attack.
Okay.
8 plus 2 plus 3. So 13?
13 damage?
13 points of damage.
Okay. It's definitely angry at you.
Alrighty. Now for the dagger. And this is just a straight up roll, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that's just a 12.
That does not. You smack it with the rapier, and a gash just down its side. It turns to look at you and goes with its little more like Baby Shark, but in a horror movie.
Jason Shark doo 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 doo.
Stop.
Does it take the rogue and throw?
I just got that tune out of my head.
You're welcome. Alright, anything else out of you, Hakuba?
I am going to use my. Wait a minute. I can't use a bonus action because I used that to.
Correct.
Never
You
mind.
are all out of everything, my friend.
Alrighty. In which case, I will
No.
watch my thing get flattened.
Perfect. I'll come back to you if there's something we missed.
Yep.
Which means it's the creature's turn, and it is now upset at you, Hakuba. As it turns and thwacks at you with a tentacle. And smacks you solidly.
Owie.
Owie. 4. Pretty sure you want me to not roll an extra die for that damage.
No, I would hope not.
For 7 points of damage.
Alright.
And then it goes to snap at your face with its beak, having smacked you with its tentacle. It's very, oh gosh, it's angry.
Nah.
I'm sorry. I liked you. Yeah.
Because of the way that it's worded.
Thank you.
If you were playing...
For 14 points of damage. It smacks you with a tentacle, it turns around, and its beak clamps onto your face.
Okay.
And you can feel, I mean, thank God you're a half-orc, because you're pretty sure that a human skull would have been crushed as the beak just... And you hear this sickening as the beak closes in on your face, and Callista, especially from where you are, you see your...
So is it 7 plus 14?
friend.
Or?
Yeah.
Okay, so...
The tentacle hit for 7, and then the beak clamped on your head for 14.
Okay, so does my racial take effect then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. If that happens, then you would bounce back with 1.
Okay.
Because you're a hork.
Oh!
And you watch as all of a sudden Hakuba's body goes limp and goes to fall to the floor, and then it's like he catches himself. Which leads us to Stornock. Crunchy.
Crunchy with
half
the side of crunchy with the side of half orc. Alright.
Oh, yes.
I'm going to double move forward.
Right?
That's
Maybe
my
he's
wall.
just lonely. He's not such a bad guy. He's just lonely.
Okay,
You have to go past him.
perfect. I'm still stealthy stealth.
I need to be a better person.
Alright, so I went stealthy stealth past him, and I'm now standing just kitty corner to him, watching as he's going after getting chomped on.
Gotcha.
So, my turn.
So that has to be a critical hit. Okay.
His turn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm done.
You're not gonna...
I can't do anything.
I don't know why I thought you had a hand crossbow or something, but that would... Gotcha.
That was me.
Yep.
I'm melee.
It's just, you guys are so much alike.
Wow.
Isn't that to anger the dwarf and the half?
You're just trying to piss them both off.
Oh, yeah, it makes it more fun. Marcus. What are you gonna do as the half-orc is being eaten?
I see that one. That would put me like directly behind it. Do I get attack of opportunity or anything?
You would get an AO because he hasn't moved out of your threat range.
Or do I get a roll with advantage?
If he is flanked, if there is someone directly opposite you with it in the middle, you would get advantage because he would be flanked. Yes.
Perfect. I'm gonna swing at it with my greatsword again and try to cut the bastard in half.
Do it.
Holy.
Holy!
Nat 20?
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Crap. Did you roll 3d20s or 2?
2. I just banged into this one.
Gotcha. I was like, cool. Yeah, that's a critical hit. So you
I'm going to roll
yell,
some
what is your chosen word of battle? Because I decided you needed one right now. What word do you scream out as you slash at this thing?
Pony!
That's funny. We have.
Nothing but tick.
Yes.
Yes.
Just die. Die.
That was bad. DM's momentarily appeased. Go ahead and roll damage. So you will have a max. You'll have max damage plus a roll for your weapon.
Okay. Do I add the bonus to the?
First of all, what is for your greatsword?
I have 2d6 and I get a +5 on it.
So 12 plus 2 is 17. and then
Plus 5.
roll your 2d6 again.
Okay, so I do get the
Yep.
plus 17 plus
17 plus whatever you roll. You don't get the bonus twice.
10.
So
27.
27.
27.
Which is exactly to the number how many hit points it had left.
Exactly.
Yes!
So you come in, Hakuba gets chomped on his face, you walk in, die! And all of a sudden there's pieces of tentacles flying everywhere.
Tentacles everywhere, guys.
And we probably get splatted in the face with disgustingness. That's great.
Yep, it's everywhere. From the window to the walls, tentacles falling down.
So
They crawl.
tentacles.
There's windows in this dungeon?
Oh.
What? I'm getting the
From the
glare
torch
now.
nooks to the walls, till all the tentacles fall.
That works too.
Okay, we good now? Alright. It is dead, so we can break initiative,
Go on.
and you guys can act as normal as you guys can.
I was gonna say, does someone have
The
any
beak is
healing
still
for-
stuck on your face. Yeah.
If you turn it around, it's a crown.
I believe they call it their language, but whatever works for you.
Can we use one of those healing potions on him, spells on him, please?
He doesn't need it. He's an orc.
Be quiet, you.
By the way, that voice came out of
The
nowhere.
last one. was a healing. Okay.
Yeah, you guys realize
Oh, right,
you
right, I
just
forgot.
heard Stornock's voice for the first time in like a day.
I just said the orc doesn't need it.
Quiet, you. Where have you been? Anyway.
At least I was doing something
Helpful.
useful.
Much. Someone must have said something funny in chat.
You guys are trouble. I love you a little bit. They're talking about battle cries. Excuse me, would you kindly place yourself at the end of my sword?
Would you mind impaling
Right.
us?
I need a runner. What have are either of my children still up?
Yeah, they're playing on TV at the moment.
Sitting, yeah.
Okay. I need a child.
Which child?
One of my minions.
One of your minions. I love that.
One of my look I did good. Will you go get that wet, please? And bring it back. Thank you.
Oh, I was like, I get it now. You're erasing your initiative stuff.
So I can rewrite it in a minute.
That's lovely. Thank
you're,
you.
Yeah, you're welcome. I could be
Okay.
wrong though. I don't know anything. Alright, so now what are you guys up to?
Half done scrubbing your face.
Thank you.
6 already.
Wiping my sword off.
You're wiping your sword off? Okay, your sword is now wiped off.
Put it back.
You put it back. You successfully sheath your sword and feel proud.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm gonna head towards 33.
Just walk.
I was
You're gonna move
Where
towards
you going?
which area?
33.
Does anyone have any healing?
Awesome.
Cool. And I'll
You-
point
How
to
you
him.
feeling?
Oh,
You want a drink?
I would love one.
I'll give him the last healing potion I have.
Alright, so as you come in
What
to
was it?
It's
33.
2d4.
2d4.
you see that there is an opening
I don't
to
have any
the
spells.
north,
2d4 plus 4.
2d4.
and you see a door in the southwest corner of the room.
6 plus
That's it?
4, 10.
Yep, I mean there's a table and some chairs in the center of the room, but there's nothing
Well, we wouldn't be here without you.
nothing crazy. There's also a chandelier hanging above the table. If you really want to call it a chandelier,
I don't need it.
you kind of do one of these numbers. Table, chairs, chandelier. Oh, that chandelier is made of human bones. And they weren't cleaned uber well. So they don't smell, so plus side, downside. Downside, you died. Plus side, you make great interior decor. I mean, pick your battles.
Made an armchair.
I don't think the people that have the battle to pick can be
No.
picking the
I
battle.
don't think they're thinking. She doesn't either. I mean, the brains are definitely outside the posterior of the skull.
No, they were upstairs. Dealt with him.
I can neither confirm nor deny that theory. Really? Go with it. Right, so anything after you then? I'm so proud of her. She's just like, yeah, you guys are dipping around. I'm gonna go down here.
34.
My my small but mighty herd. Let's see here. You're going over to 34?
Yep.
Alright. I will come back to you and I'm gonna make a lap.
That's gonna happen.
Marcus. Yeah, I'm gonna pick on you first because you pointed at her. Which means you're not ready. Which means I
I
have to
just
pick
go
on you.
clockwise, is my logic.
Well,
I'm not the DM.
maybe I want to go the other way.
And that's totally fine.
Maybe I'm trying to be equal, so I'm not like just focusing on the girls. Because someone out there will take offense to that.
Where did she go? And I'll meander in that direction.
I need to stop. it's bad.
Do I know which way she went?
You saw the direction that she headed, so you could make an educated guess.
Alright. Even though I go straight, odds I veer off. Alright. I'm gonna keep going towards 33.
Okay. You
Watching for traps.
You don't see any traps. You do, however, see a skeleton made of human bone.
Skeleton made of human bones.
Oh my gosh.
It's a dinosaur skeleton made of human bones.
No, that's impressive.
Snozzberry tastes like Snozzberry.
Oh, yeah. No, it's a cat skeleton.
Chandelier.
I figured out how to make a cat skeleton with human bones. It's interesting.
Cool.
Well, these
The chandelier is made of human bones. There's a table and a chair. The bones aren't cleaned well. You see the same thing, and you approach the door to...
Nice job. Repurposing the fire.
You approach the door to 31.
Yes.
Okay. Roll me a perception check as you approach this door, please.
He's not on 31, he's on 33.
No.
Oh,
He's
you're
at
the
33 on the
Yeah.
doorway to 31.
That's
Perception.
Yeah.
Okay, so no less than 11.
11.
Or sorry, 12.
12. You don't see anything weird with this door. I mean, it's kind of hanging at a wonky angle, like maybe one of the hinges was broken, but
So it's like
it's a door. Yeah, like the door doesn't quite fit in the frame. But nothing looks weird to you. It
she
doesn't.
obviously did, and it doesn't look like it's open. It is shut.
Yeah, it is shut.
All right. Well, she didn't go in there.
Nothing looks out of place.
I'm in the doorway.
Yeah, you could once you get in there, you could once you move forward enough, you could see her.
There she is. Does she know better than to wander off down here?
Obviously not. I know.
Obliviously not.
Your silence is very reassuring.
You're forcing me.
Oh
my God.
I'm silent.
That was a Roz quote from Monsters Inc.
Alright, so Marcus, you catch up to Arcana, and
I'm just
then
gonna say, I thought I heard a sound coming this way before the fighting, so.
Oh, wonderful.
you get the feeling that he's sarcastic, not sincere. He doesn't really think that's wonderful.
Wonderful.
I just felt they should
Wunderbar.
translate. Ah, sehr good.
That's so there's a sound coming from in this room?
I don't know where exactly. Just
Yeah, and you don't hear it right now.
I heard it earlier.
Stornock, what you doing?
I watched them both go wandering that way towards 33.
Yep.
I'm going to meander into the entrance of 31
Okay.
and peer about.
What? I heard somebody laugh. Oh, yeah. You're going to peer in
Yes.
to 31.
By the way, dark vision.
Yes, I'm aware. I don't think there's no blind
We
people
all
in this
have
room.
dark vision.
So I just kind of struck that out because
Perfect.
you're being watched closely. Hey, how's it going? This room is festooned with moldy skeletons that hang from rusty shackles against the wall. It's odd because it's very systematically placed. So if the room was similar to this one, 2 skeletons on that wall, 2 skeletons on that wall, 2 skeletons on that wall, and 1 on the wall where you're walking in. And it very much does look like they were fastened to the shackles and then bled out there or placed there to drain, as the dirt underneath them seems a very dark, ruddy color.
Lovely.
I mean, it's too old to still be able to smell the blood, but you're familiar with the stain. There's a wide alcove in the south wall, and there's a painted statue carved in the likeness of a gaunt, pale-faced man wearing a billowing black cloak. His pale left hand is resting on the head of a wolf that stands next to him, and in his right hand, he holds something that strikes you as very odd. It's an orb, about yay big, but inside this orb, it looks like there is swirling, scintillating smoke. I mean, it's definitely moving, it's waving, it's turning this way and that. Like someone blew cigar smoke into a glass jar, but it's not dissipating, it's not filming. It's very, very animated.
Okay.
The room has exit to the west and the north. And as you stand in the doorway, for the moment, you hear chanting. And it is louder than it has been in other rooms. And then just as quickly as it's there, it's gone.
Do we hear that too?
No, just Stornock. I'm picking on you all equally. Kind of.
Going to...
Individually. Equally.
Yes.
Now, is a dirt-packed floor in this chamber? Is the floor I'm on dirt-packed?
Everything you've been on so far has been cobblestoney. Just cinder stone. Think castle floors. This floor you can't see. It's a very fine layer of dust over what appears to be stone, and it's all very still. There's no footprints, there's no movement.
It's a tart.
If it looks like a trap and it smells like a trap, it's probably not a trap because the DM knows you'll think it's a trap and then something will kill you from behind.
I'm going to take my wonderful trap-finding device called a staff.
You don't want his grizzly apparatus?
I'm not taking his toys, I've got my own. And I'm going to start... You're welcome.
I'm a lady. I'm not going there. Moving on.
I've got a big stick I'm playing with for you. I'm going
I don't need to find one. I married one.
I know, but I play with him too. He's my brother.
You should probably talk to a therapist about that because that would explain some of the nightmares he's been having. But moving back to the game.
Twin sis is best. I'm going to start shuffling the dirt with my staff.
Alright, Jaime Lannister. You start shifting the dirt around with your staff?
Yep.
You see the coolest, weirdest things. You've never seen an Etch-a-Sketch. You don't know what the hell an Etch-a-Sketch is, but you found one. You draw in the dirt, and after about 15-20 seconds, it just sifts back to nice and flat. So you realize if someone had passed through here, you, after 15-20 seconds, you'd have no idea.
Hey guys.
What?
Can we hear him?
You need to see this. I'm raising my voice.
You guys can hear him.
What? More traps? More creepy things?
Magic.
I'm gonna run towards the
Really?
door. I'm gonna go towards the voice.
Okay.
I'll start walking towards him.
You
Like
get to
this
the
whole
door with
entire
no
house
shoes.
hasn't been filled with magic. What do you mean magic?
Easier seen than explained.
Fine.
Alright. So you guys are all heading towards his
I
room.
want to check out this room before I go that way.
I'm picking up Trap Finder.
You're picking up.
I'm picking up Trap Finder.
Alright, I'm gonna do this in order so I don't lose my mind.
Really?
Why am I looking in here? This is not the right book.
I don't know.
When you go to pick up a book and you realize that's not the book I'm looking for.
This is not the book you're looking
That's
for.
not the Trap Finder.
There we go. Trap Finder.
seems like he is one of your bare necessities. Alright, Stornock, you're waiting on the group. Hakuba, you're picking up Trap Finder.
You're an orc with wolf's clothing.
It's just so cute.
It's just
you're
fine
fine.
to do that on stream.
Alright, so you pick up your cloak and your Trap Finder thing and head that direction.
Actually, I'm going to finish checking out the room that we were just in.
The Gricky
The
room?
brick room. Yep.
Throw it at her. She threw it at me.
It's a kitchen.
Is it kitchen?
It's a kitchen, but there's no...
Utensils or anything?
Yeah, I mean there's a little alcove that the Grick came out of, but that's all you're really seeing. Otherwise it's empty. There's nothing else in there.
And searching the alcove doesn't reveal anything.
It's empty.
Okay.
There's nothing fun there.
Okay.
There was a Grick, but you think that anything that was there, it ate.
Okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, then I'll wander over to where those guys went in.
Okay, and Callista, you are headed that way?
I headed towards Stornock,
Okay, I'm
Talking
short, so I
about-
gotta stand up to see.
talking about magic. The whole house has been with magic. What do you mean, magic? More magic. He said it's better seen than explained, and that's where we left
Okay,
off.
and Marcus, you're heading that way via the door in the corner?
Yeah, the crooked door.
Okay, and Arcana,
I want to check this room out before I go.
okay, I'm gonna bump to Arcana real quick, and then I'll bump back to the group. This is a bedroom. You walk in, and there's a large wood-framed bed. There's what looks like... Well, it is a dungeon. There's a rod...
Huh.
Composure. There's a mattress that looks a bit
Ruffled.
rotted. Ruffled is not quite the right one. It's not a feather mattress.
Stained?
Its feathers are not ruffled, they're rotted.
Not a great big feather bed.
It's there's torches in the corner of the room. There is a crate at the end of the bed, and there's a leather sack sitting on top of the crate.
I'm gonna go over to the crate.
Okay, and you're just going to
See what's in the sack.
You're gonna see what's in the sack. Inside the sack there is 15 candles and a small vial of what looks like ink.
I'm gonna grab that and one of the torches and
I
go
think
back
it's
in.
almost long enough.
Okay, not opening the crate, just grabbing the sack and a torch.
Does it open?
It's almost
You don't
long
know,
enough.
you're still looking at it.
Okay, I'm gonna check and see if it opens.
Okay, roll initiative. The crate just came to life, it was a mimic.
Really?
So you go to open this crate, and then you realize as you lift up the edge of this crate,
Where is it? Sorry.
teeth come out of the lid, and this tongue comes out and tries to wrap around your arm. What'd you get?
Nice roll.
That's
Not
good.
a nat 20, you.
Alright, awesome sauce.
Wow.
My voice said awesome sauce, it's not quite what I meant. And then roll me a dex save, please. I just had my initiative sheet. What did I do with it?
Put it over there.
It's right in front of you. There you go.
That's why I can't find it. It's right in front of me.
Where are your glasses are on your head?
Struggle is so real!
It really is.
It is.
I can't see. Where are my glasses? I have no idea where my glasses are.
Alright, need a 21.
Her save was a 13.
Alright, and you are able to pull your arm back in time. I mean, you go to open it and it goes, and its tongue wraps around your arm, but you're able to pull back before it cinches shut.
So I just
Yeah.
wanted to taste. You taste salty.
What do you want to do?
I want to lick it back.
You're not there. Oh god, you're Loxy!
So it's got its tongue wrapped around my arms.
You were able to pull your arm back, so it's outside the tongue. It shot its tongue out like blah, 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 and then tried to wrap it around your arm and then cinch it shut. But you
But
were
it
able to
doesn't
pull
have a hold of me right now.
No, you pulled your arm back and the tongue went. So it went blah, 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 and you went ah, and it went kind of like that.
Okay, I'm gonna take off out of the room.
Okay, go ahead and run. It's gonna get an AO. Whoa. So this thing decides, you're running away from it, so it's gonna try and attack you again, and it ends up biting its own tongue.
Ow!
It sounds like a whimper coming from behind you. As you've never seen a sad box before, but you do now. It's just like, its tongue is kind of lulled to the side.
It's like sad.
No!
Yes! Thank you! There's a little thing at the bottom. It's a clapboard. It's really easy to do. You just click that and it'll bring you to another window and it'll give you the last minute of...
You're giving me like a... all self-conscious as a DM.
Oh, she's so flushed.
It's the wine.
I'm not
I was going to
whining
say, we
yet.
haven't had any help. Why? We did have that.
Yeah, if I do have wine, it has to be in very small quantities or my heart freaks out. It kind of sucks.
No.
Oh gosh. Nope, not going there. Nope. It's been a long day.
Apparently.
And I have to censor my brain a little bit. So Arcana, you take out of the room.
Run up to
Hold it
Marcus and tell him what just happened. Not the box, the crate.
Alright, she comes running out. Oh my gosh, there was a sack, so I grabbed it, and then I went up into the box and it licked me.
You got licked by a box.
Go get it.
Why are you talking for her?
Because I felt
Stop
her
throwing
words.
your voice over there! Talk from over here!
Because it was flustering her and I was having fun doing it. And the DM,
works.
so I can. It's like every married couple ever. Oh, this smells awful. Honey, come here, smell this. Like,
I have no clue what you're
Makes
talking about.
sense.
That never happens.
and if your husband's not home, you look at the dog. Mirror boy, what does it smell like to you? Like if the dog looks at it, it's not that bad, but you should probably still get rid of it.
Is it coming after you?
You don't see it.
I don't think so.
You don't see anything chasing you.
I wonder why I
Thump.
think everything in this house is going to
Let's
come
just
alive.
leave the chomping box to its own box chomp.
Box chomp.
I had a Kenner named Box Chomp once.
Oh gosh. Okay, so you guys
Sure,
are
into my campaign.
moving. Continue on towards.
Slam the door open.
Okay. You're slamming it open.
Right.
Like, honey, I'm home.
Boom!
There it is. Are you gonna do anything different, Arcana? Okay, you're just gonna hang by Marcus. Surely this pink human will save me.
Hey, save me.
I don't save anyone but myself.
Alrighty. Everyone has gathered there, Stornock. What do you want to do?
Now that everyone is here, I'm going to...
You see Marcus and you can hear Arcana behind him. You're going in? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Otherwise you can't see me.
Okay. Yeah,
There's a wall
go
in
for
the
it.
way.
I'm not going in yet. I'm
You're
by
not
the doorway.
by the door. Okay, you can stay back there with your chomping box.
Okay, as you walk into this room, you're like, I'm here, and the dust. It's like glitter at a Shakira concert.
Don't you mean Keisha?
No. Because if you have a druid bard, then they can go sha-la-la-la-la-la-la.
And the hips don't lie.
Your hips.
No, they don't. Taekwondo helps with that. You're welcome. And
So,
this
just
dust
dust
flies all up around you, and you can't really see. You saw like there's skeletons on the wall, and you see the statue and a wolf, and you run in, and then dust is just all around you.
Better not breathe.
Try to move it.
You wave, and Stornock, you're watching this dust cloud as it's now like
Like the Heartless.
kinda, yeah.
I'm gonna
watch him and just see how this plays out for the moment until I notice her behind me.
Who behind you? Okay. Yep, they're behind you, and it's starting to settle. You realize if you hold still that it just kind of settles down.
And then I'm going to show her the Etch-a-Sketch.
Okay, he shows you the Etch-a-Sketch.
12 knowledge arcana. Anything I've ever seen before?
No, but this is really cool.
Interesting. It's not familiar with me, but it's interesting.
I don't know what it is either, and I'm thinking that due to the skeletons and the bleeding and the weird orb with the pale guy, this is a chamber for blood rituals. In all the murals that we've seen, I think this is where it happened.
Well, Thorn and Rose said something about this being a place where people never came back from. About people came down here and didn't come back.
Okay.
And when the monster was around, that's what.
They
Yes.
locked in the room.
So with that being said,
I don't know if that was the thing and the snake thing in the other room or.
no, that was a Greg.
You do this as if I know what you're talking about.
It's not much of a monster, it's more of a cleaner.
It was a monster to me. So, I don't know.
But it was a monster to him.
Who are you pointing at?
I thought you were dirty.
It's like,
Did you ever get a healing potion? Because I
Yes.
never heard. Okay.
He took the last of the one that.
Okay.
No, he's gonna
Perfect.
make-
Just so I'm,
He's gonna
I'm
make
up
you
by
because
one.
I'm marking
He
it
is
down
my
here too.
Kabbalah.
up by 10.
Okay. Perfect.
Um,
He has 11 hit points at the moment.
Just realize your racial doesn't trigger again unless you have a.
Long rest.
Yeah.
short or long.
I believe it is short or long, but I would double check because I could be wrong. But I think you're right. I believe it is short or long because it's kind of OP.
Yeah.
Oh.
And with that, I'm going to carefully walk in.
Okay. Like in the beginning of The Lion King when the elephant steps down and the dust goes.
Oh, that cloud of.
wait to be king.
You'll be waiting a long time.
I'm wearing the crown right now.
Where are those beaks again?
Yeah.
Wait, this is a tiara, so you can technically have the crown. Just know that, you know,
I feel pretty.
Who is it?
things don't last long.
I'm going to go and slowly walk up to
That's
just
the
in
long
front
rest.
of the statue.
Okay, so you're standing in front of the statue.
Yes.
Okay, you are standing in front of the statue. There is a stuffed wolf similar to Trapfinder.
On his brother.
Next to the statue. And you realize now that you're close that this statue is made of wood. And the fact that it has not rotted astounds you. Because it looked like a statue.
Like
But
made of
it's
stone.
wood.
Is it petrified?
You're not there.
He's in the room.
It's right there.
Carry it away. What do you mean?
I stopped moving, the dust settled.
It could be, but if it is, it's no petrified wood that you've ever seen. It's very good lacquer.
And that's a very good liquor.
Ha. Alright. What are y'all doing?
I don't know magic. Who here can tell me if this orb is some form of communication device?
Interesting thought.
I'll take a closer look at it. I'm not going to touch it.
Aran.
Does that mean you're going in there?
But slowly, because I've seen all the dust clouds that fly up every time someone. So I'm going to try and make my way around the outskirts a little bit so that I'm not.
There's less dust.
Okay.
As you go around the outskirts.
Rather than walking through the center of the room. Cause
Yeah.
I'm gonna go in slowly too and
Okay, yeah. And you guys are kind of getting the hang of it now, how to move in this. It is impossible to move in this and it not fly up, but it doesn't seem to be harmful.
Not yet.
don't know anything. I'm the DM.
I'm gonna stay just outside the room.
Okay, you're gonna stay there with Trapfinder?
Yep.
Look for
15
traps?
Yep.
knowledge arcana is it in order that I've seen or seen something similar.
15 knowledge arcana.
Like from any of my research as a sage, anything that I've even read in books or because I haven't been venturing a lot. Most of my research has been in books and
Yep.
and whatnot.
Let's. You've never seen magic like this, but you've read about it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You're not sure what it is, but you believe it to be a container of some sort.
Okay, I'll relay that.
A magically enforced container.
Okay. So I am guessing from things I've read that it's a container of sorts, not a communication device.
It's something
So-
to hold magic, like wineskins. Like you don't put new wine in old wineskins, like that kind
Right.
of. It's
But this is all guesswork. This is magic I've never seen. Anything from you?
like there's certain acids you wouldn't put in a normal bottle.
Sure. Certain types of drinks you wouldn't put in certain glasses because they don't smell right or don't taste the same if they're...
Or they'd absorb into the glass,
Right.
or it would cause the glass to burst.
There's a lot of factors involved.
Pick a reason, but this is the best explanation I have
Okay.
in my limited vocabulary.
What should I roll to find? See if I know.
Ooh! You can roll knowledge arcana as well. But I got excited. I keep forgetting we have lots of magic users.
14.
That's half the fun is derailing the story. Have you seen us tonight? We're all over the place.
14.
14? You concur. And then the two of you realize, hey, we're both magic users. Maybe if we compare notes, and you start crossing each other's I's and dotting each other's T's and realizing, yes, that was on purpose.
So we're having a lovely little...
They're geeking out on magic, got it.
Yeah. You guys are
I'm gonna
debating a storyline and have opposing favorite characters. But you both come down to this is a container specifically made to hold whatever's inside it. But as far as what's inside it, you don't know. But it does strike you as odd that it's not settling. It is continuously animated. It's scintillating. It's moving.
Right.
And you both know, even with potions, if you set them down long enough,
They'll settle.
they'll settle. They may not separate. Some might. Ugh. Is that a toenail? Fun fact for you: if you ever really want to get back at someone, you can take nail clippings and dissolve them in lemon juice, and they will dissolve completely. So, like, you have to bully at work or something. Wait till you have a picnic and make sure there's lemon somewhere. Yeah. Revenge is a sweet science. Moving on.
Just add sugar.
And the DM has been derailed. Lovely.
Yeah. What was that about derailing? It never happened. Science is the best for everything. It is.
I'm not going to disagree with you. Science is the best.
Dissolve the body, science. Dissolve toenail clippings. Still science.
So, I mean, we're down here, now what? We've been to pretty much every room, as far as I can see.
How big is this orb?
How
Are we
big is
talking
what?
basketball or bowling?
Volleyball. Closer to volleyball size. Maybe just a smidge taller than a volleyball, but bigger than a softball.
Do I
Like
see
a
the,
softball and a volleyball had a baby.
It's a grapefruit.
on the map that you've
It's a little
drawn?
bigger than a grapefruit.
Do I see the staircase that's behind me at all?
Please hold. DM loading.
Okay. Because on the map that there's drawn a staircase, and I didn't know if I saw it or if it's something that's like in the east side of the room, or if it's just something else.
No, I think I put that in the wrong spot. So,
Okay. So there's nothing.
disregard.
Okay.
I was like, wait, staircase? What staircase? I didn't know there was a staircase.
That doesn't exist.
Okay. Yes, that's what it like.
For all intensive purposes.
Intensive purposes.
we're thinking about running to Walmart real quick.
Okay.
Do you want to keep the little one with you, or do you want us to take her with us? Okay.
Hey.
What?
Strawberry Oats Barley, can I have a kiss? Mwah, thank you. Hey, will you bring me back food?
Yeah.
What kind of food?
I don't know.
All the foods.
Surprise
Oh,
me.
foods.
I ordered a bottle for her.
Most
We're gonna
dangerous
go grab a
words
bottle
ever
for her
spoken.
and We're
I don't know, just
I got cash if I have to.
food, some kind of food.
Something sugary.
Sure.
Foodie.
Do you want your like?
Sure.
candy?
Surprise me.
You can go say hi.
Hey.
Nope.
You are too
Alright.
scary.
Hey. Nope.
Alright, so disregarding the staircase, is there anything else you guys want to do right now? Actually, everyone roll me a perception check. Just kidding, I lied.
What?
Everyone?
Everyone. Unless you know, don't want to, then you don't have to, but...
Seems intelligent to do this.
Players.
18.
Hakuba, what'd you get?
I'm not.
Well, hi!
Tripping. It's more.
18.
18?
Mhm.
And Callista.
Looking for mine. 10. Sorry, passive.
Arcana.
It's something to grab.
Marcus.
18.
And Storna.
Perception.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if I got higher or lower. 14.
14?
15.
15? Okay. Anyone who rolled 15 or higher, you hear chanting. And this time you can depict words. You hear on a loop over and over, he is the ancient, he is the land, he is the ancient, he is the land, he is the ancient. It gets old quick. And then it from your, let's see, who are my 18s? Yeah, there you guys are. You feel like it's coming from the north. I'm gonna have to go back by that too.
I mean, the one that he fell into. Oh, the stairs.
The
I forgot about
stairs by the
over there.
pit.
Should we disturb the orb or not?
No,
I think we should leave the orb alone.
I think we should leave the orb alone as well. I don't really like dealing with magic that we don't know what it is
I
in the
have
first
an
place,
idea.
let alone.
I'm gonna squeeze one of my wounds and get some blood on my hand,
Okay.
and I'm gonna splash the orb with it.
Okay. How much blood are we talking?
Like a handful, a pool
Like
of blood.
someone just got your blood. Oh, you're getting enough blood to like splatter
To,
on
like-
it.
Yeah.
I'd probably say he's doing about 5-6 cc's.
I can understand that speak.
Wow.
But is it TID or QID?
Probably TID.
Nursing speak. BID.
More like airliner, way
twice a
back
day,
up there.
TID is 3 times a day. QID is 4 times a day.
Okay.
When you take nursing, psychology, and a bunch of stupid random geeky facts and throw them all together, not only are phone conversations really fun, derailed myself. Alright, where is everybody right now?
I splashed the orb with my own blood. And see what happens.
I moved away from him, but as soon as I knew he was going
Do
to do
you,
that.
do
Basically
you
still
announce
not
this,
all.
or are you just gonna be like,
I just do it.
alright, you watch, you take this blood, you splash it, I'm gonna say you all see it. You watch him squeezing his wounds, you're like, what the hell is he? And you watch the blood hit the orb. And then you hear a sizzling as the container the orb was in begins to be eaten through by the blood.
Great.
And then you hear a hiss. A really deep, if you've ever seen a really old steam locomotive, when it first starts up, that and it builds into a crescendo, and all of you feel fear to your core.
Right.
As you are all instantly aware that this container was made to hold something in.
Really?
As
Big
a
shock.
dark smoke Blacker, Stornock, you especially, you've seen darkness in every form of the word. As far as the color spectrum is concerned, you've never seen anything like it.
This is black on black.
It is so dark that it seems to absorb and suck light into it. As you watch.
Black hole.
Why? Why would you do that?
I think that was 5.
I'm just curious.
Yeah, that was
And it
5.
seems like curiosity gets you
As
killed in
5
this house.
shadowy forms come pouring out of the orb. And I will give you these. None of them are spiders.
Thank you.
No. It wasn't that. It had handed me a spider, it would have been fine. It came flying at my face when I had the hand down, and all I look up to was
Spider face!
Perfect. And put them.
Are they spread out around the room?
Yeah, put them like one in each corner of the room as you're able, and one in the center as you're able. And if someone's in the way, that's fine. Just put them
Next to.
as close to as they can, as long as they're not occupying the same square, because that's not feasible.
Unless they're incorporeal.
Right. Well, this is true. Even if that was the case, I was debating on being kind enough not to have you start your rounds that way, but I can always reconsider.
Should we roll initiative?
That would be a good idea.
I'm very angry at your character.
Oh, I'm right there with you. Real angry at his character right now.
It's funny because I was gonna.
Nice.
I was actually gonna steal the orb and do that to the enemy.
Alright, I will give you guys a choice. Do you want me to have them attack as a group or individually? I will give you guys that choice. Quick grope vote.
Wow. Clipped again.
Group vote. No, I gotta, if I start mixing syllables like that, I gotta start paying attention,
That's all
because
good.
that usually means I'll get dizzy, and then if I get dizzy, then it means I black out.
Fair enough.
So that's usually like the first.
Sign.
Yeah.
I was gonna say I do that all the time, so I didn't know if it was just a
It
flub
gets
up.
bad to the point where it feels like I can't form words, and then I'll try and find a word for something and it's just gone.
Gotcha.
Like the Eiffel Tower was Paris Jenga.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I like it.
You're right. It's a thing now.
What do you think?
But we
group
break
or
it
together?
8, so I'm hoping
Or
I'll
group
be
or
able to.
individual?
I like individual.
I like individual too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
individual.
individual it is.
Alright, all in favor of individual, say aye.
I.
Yo.
Aye.
Okay.
I mean, I.
Oh, I mean 8. I remember that.
Okay, let me get their initiatives quick.
June! I don't have enough money to buy a vowel.
Answer my questions correctly then.
Nah. You can't have that.
That is a very nice even spread. So I think I'm going to make our lives easier, and I'm going to give you 5
Good
d6
numbers.
to put underneath of them. And then just number them 1 through 6. I don't care which one you number is what, because they're not
6?
going to go in order.
There's
There's
only
5.
Oh,
5.
1 through 5. Sorry.
There's one we don't see. Come on, it's invisible.
I'm just the DM. I don't know anything. And then I need everyone available to roll initiative. If you're placing dice, don't worry. That won't knock you. Because I think you guys already rolled. Alright, Connor, what'd you get?
22.
Nice.
Oh, I think I forgot.
And what is your dex mon?
What?
Dexterity mod.
There you go.
2?
Perfect.
What?
That works.
Marcus, what'd you get?
19.
19. Stornock.
13.
I don't know why. I always expect these are like really high initiatives from you because I think it's a rogue thing. And just for some reason.
I'm average.
Good luck. 5 shadows.
Again.
Hucklebutt.
11.
Okay. What's your dex mon?
+3.
Okay.
Did you need my dex mod?
Nope. Some of you tied initiatives with creatures.
Oh.
And just to make
okay.
my life easier, I'm going by whichever dex mod's higher as to which one's going to go first.
Alright.
Which
18.
typically is your favor. 18? I had to think of who you were. You're Callista. Alright, so starting this initiative off is Arakana.
Okay, so are these things solid?
They are wispy black smoke, but they look solid. If that makes any sense. They're so dark that it appears to have density. They appear to have density. But if you watch, like if you get out of the shower and there's steam like curling off your skin, or if you blow a candle out in that wisp of smoke, they have that appearance to them where the darkness is just licking off them like tongues of black, evil.
They have an aura
fire.
of smoke. So like,
yeah,
Oops, say
they're pretty nasty.
Oops.
Oops, he
Oops.
says. Oops, he says.
It's a good thing he's not holding the staff.
Firebolt to your face.
Really?
No, sorry. Mage hand to your face, because I'm just going to slap it. Because that's it.
That
otherwise we're
Slight
one man
derail
down
for
here.
chat while you guys organize. That astounds me because I've removed like a quarter of the traps. So if you guys run into any of these, I wonder if your DM like modified some things.
She thought we could handle it.
I took a lot of shit out. I did.
Where's Speckle?
I gave you guys like every chance. Well, not every chance. But, you know.
I'm gonna use Acid Splash on 4.
On 4? Alright. And that is a dex save for me, correct?
Yes.
14.
Yeah, no. I'm not dexterous.
Damage.
Roll damage.
I'm not sure what it is.
Oh, I suppose because I don't have the cards out. I did find the cards too, and then I lost them.
You can use this one with me.
There we go.
Same
5.
Oh, 5 damage?
Yep.
Perfect. 5 on 4?
Yep.
Perfect. Because that's not... 5 on color number 4. Got it.
Number 4.
Which leads us to number 4, unless you're moving.
I'm...
No, I'm good.
Okay. Well, I know that, but I wondered if you were moving. You're welcome.
There's not much space to move to. So.
Number 4 is offended that you acid splashed it, and it goes to wave its shadowy claw at you,
Remember this?
and it barely misses you. I mean, the claw grazes against you, but it's the weirdest feeling as the claw rakes against your skin, and not enough to cut. It just, I mean, it glances off, slides off your armor.
So you can feel it on your arm here.
Yeah. It feels like your arm goes numb for the briefest moment as it gets that close to you, and then the feeling comes back. And you are beyond grateful that this thing did not actually connect with you. Marcus.
I am going to use my great sword to swing it and try to knock the orb out of the statue's hand.
Okay.
So I have to roll to hit.
Yeah, roll to hit, and as long as it's not a 1, it's going to connect because it's not moving.
Alright, I got it.
The orb shatters
Nice.
the rest of the way. And you find... I don't have another mini. One that hadn't been able to escape is now free.
Great!
Are you
Thanks
kidding
so
me?
much.
And that can be number 6, and he can go just as close to the orb as he can get. He's kind of a late bloomer. He's late to the party.
You found the runt.
Essentially, yes.
I was just starting to like you.
That might be a clip later. Anything else out of you, Marcus? Or are you quite happy?
Unless I can swing again.
Not at level 2. Unfortunately.
Then no.
Wait, hold that thought.
I'm gonna...
Action surge, is that level 2? That's 3. I'm pretty sure that's 3. Although that's your job to know that is your character.
No, I have action
But,
surge.
do you? Okay,
Yeah.
I thought it was level 2.
Yep.
Until level 3, I will give little hints if my brain tickles me just right.
Yeah, I want to take that additional action.
Okay.
And swing through.
Oh, it's second wind. You get third level. Got it. Okay.
I'll swing through number 6, the one that just appeared in front of me.
I was gonna say, some of us are, even though we're playing first level or second level characters, that doesn't mean that we're not considered beginners either.
Right.
For our characters. So.
Right. And that's what I'm trying to. Okay. Roll to hit.
Nice roll.
22.
That is a hit, but only on, I was going to say Saturdays, but it's Wednesday. Only on Wednesdays.
Okay, perfect.
And only right now.
Only on days that end with D&D.
Yeah. Wednesday, Saturday, Sunday.
10.
10 damage. Holy canola oil. That was on number 6?
Yes.
That's an interesting thing to bless.
When holy water just isn't enough, you thicken it a bit.
Hey, she's trying to go kosher.
There's no pickles involved in this. Alright, that is going to bring us to Callista.
Did I hit it? Did it do
Oh,
damage?
oh my gosh. Sorry, DM's not awake. Yes, you hit it, and while it does look shadowy, it is dark and dense enough that, yeah, your sword hits it, and you watch the blade go in, and a slice appear, and then the slice heals up, but it appears that it did hurt it.
So the sword goes through it? Or like stops and I gotta pull back?
No, the sword goes through it, and a slice appears in the air where the sword was, but then it closes back up.
Alright.
But it does not appear happy with you.
Does it have a face?
Or
is it just a...
No, it's
dark.
just a black, almost like a no mask, an NOH no mask.
Have you seen me play Fable 3? Because it's reminding me of...
Firebolt to 3.
Firebolt to 3?
Sounds like I'm playing chess.
5 to 3.
18. 18 is a hit. Roll damage.
Is it flammable?
If only my ace and my character could
You'll find out.
7.
Ooh.
It is not flammable.
Okay.
Your
So
firebolt,
it takes the damage, but it doesn't stay on fire.
Your firebolt hits it, and you watch as there's this mini, and then it just kind of looks at you like, that's not kind.
That's
It's
lovely.
not very nice.
You get the feeling that it's hungry. And you're on the menu.
I think we're all on the menu at the moment, so...
Om nom nom.
Om nom nom.
It's an omnivore. It's not a herbivore. It's not a carnivore. It's an omnivore. Which leads us to number 5. Okay. Short DM. Number 5 is...
In the corner next to me.
Okay, yeah, you're the closest one. And you're within its reach.
Yep.
So, yeah, sorry about that.
He's kind of surrounded by 3 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah,
kind
that's not kind.
I mean, that's my fault.
Really? Never would have guessed someone is going to splash blood on an orb that we know that there's blood ritual that possibly has happened in this room.
Your AC is 15. That is a hit. Where's my die?
It's not there.
Not like this.
Holy crap. Okay, so this is what happens.
Your dad's.
You're dead.
This thing
Good night.
reaches, it doesn't go to strike you, it reaches through you.
I need that.
When that happens, your entire body pulses. And you feel like your very life force is being drained into its shadowy arm.
Lovely.
Your strength score is temporarily reduced by 1.
Oh, okay.
Like the ability?
Yeah, so like if he had a 12, it's temporarily an 11, which means his +1 would be +0.
Let's try.
Gotcha.
And
Holy crap.
you take 5 points of necrotic damage,
Necrotic damage.
which doesn't.
You got leprosy.
Yeah.
He sees your finger.
The only reason I
No,
mentioned
she
damage types, if there's a lasting effect from a damage type, I will state it. Otherwise, typically when I mitigate damage type, it's just so if you're, oh, hey, I'm a fire dragon blood sorcerer, I take resistance to fire. I'll mitigate for that. But if there's a lasting effect that you need to be aware of, like 10 necrotic points and you're dead, I'll tell you. That's not the case. You're good.
Alright.
And Stornock.
Moment, I have to stop Mini Barbarian from destroying the
Tearing
map.
up the land.
No
Do you want me to
problem.
take her
Do
from
you want animal crackers?
Oh, she's just going to play.
Oh, gotcha.
I am going to stabby number 6.
Stabby number 6. Roll
Yeah,
it.
that looks pretty decent. I'm guessing that's about a 22.
Oh, that's only today. For sure.
Only
Yeah,
today.
22.
For sure, only today.
Awesome
Oh,
sauce.
but
and
his
considering-
22 hits and yours doesn't. It's fine.
I would be surprised.
Only one per day.
Only one per day.
Yeah, only 122 per day.
Alright. So, considering he is adjacent and a friendly, I'm going to have wonderful backstabby to go along with it.
Perfect.
14.
And if he's adjacent, you never mind. You already rolled it. No, just kidding. You caught up with me there. Okay,
Yep.
good. 14. Okay. Perfect. Anything else on East Roanoke?
Yes, I am then going to use my wonderful cunning action and go, blip, I don't exist at a 24 hide.
Holy
No,
crap.
26 hide.
Okay.
And hindsight, that great.
That thought.
And where did Stornock go?
You thought I was here, but I'm not.
Does not see you. Tag goes to defender. They look confused. The ones that were looking in your direction look confused.
Yay!
If the black orbs of nothingness and smoke can look confused.
You see the change in posture that designates something didn't register right. Like even a bat that has sonar, and all of a sudden something, you watch it like be confused and do this awkward little circle in the air.
Like, what? Where did... Oh,
No,
okay.
What? Huh?
Hakuba! You and Trapfinder are up.
So,
I think I might permanently name my bear rug Trapfinder.
so I'm going to take Trapfinder, put it in front of me,
Okay.
and then I'm going to try to shoot at one of them.
Which one of them are you
one is
shooting
it?
at?
Number 3.
Number 3? Color number 3. Roll the hit. Color number 3.
That didn't work so well. That's a 4 plus whatever. So, what is that with?
It might.
Oh, plus 5? Okay, so 9?
Unfortunately, no. Unless it's flanked. But, nope, just kidding. It's not.
And then,
I was going to say, it was staring at me last I knew, but does it
Right,
have to be
but it-
directly behind it?
So
Okay.
you have to be. I mean, technically, there's. What are we're using to attack with?
is a short bow.
Short bow?
Mhm.
And is there something directly on the other side of it? No.
No.
Okay.
No.
That's one of those really debatable arguments is flanking for range damage. Like if you're shooting with a short bow but something's directly at it, you have clear line of sight. Does it still count as flanking? I call it situational.
That's fine.
I will try and do it as fairly as possible. There's some situations where it would work, and there's some situations where it wouldn't. Like
And
if you're in a
that's
forest
why,
and
that's
there's a
why I
bunch of
usually
trees,
ask. So,
no, probably not.
Mhm.
But
and that's why I usually ask if that's...
right, and that's what I had to look. So in that case, no, because there's nothing on the other side of it to catch your arrow.
So I'm going to take my bonus action then and poof.
Okay, sneaky sneak.
That'd be 25 because I rolled a nat 20. Hide behind.
What?
Trapfinder.
You? Oh god, there was a giant half orc and it's gone. You see them mimicking
Did
its
you
shadow.
seriously just disappear?
Yes.
The hell?
Which is number 1.
Why is it
Where
the
is
biggest-
where's color number 1 on there?
Color number 1 is in the middle. It would have been in the center of the room.
Perfect.
Through a wall.
And it's
I don't
right
know how it- but
next
it's-
to.
Oh, the baby pulled on one.
Oh,
yeah.
gotcha.
Okay, so the
Just adjust as
number
able.
2 should be in the corner towards. Yep, there you go.
Okay, so number 1 is closest to who?
It's a debate between me and Arcana, and it's kind of in the middle of a
Close to
whole
Audrey
bunch of.
then.
Not him.
Okay.
Oh, I made it.
And this
Well, they
one,
can't see him and they can't see him.
right. So it would be between you two that are
And
closely
Marcus.
arranged.
Well,
And Marcus.
yeah. We're all the
1, 2,
same.
3, 4, 5, 6.
We're all the same distance because
Okay.
I mean we're 5 feet away.
Yeah.
Small room for this many
So it is
creatures
gonna
in one room.
swing at Callista.
Great.
Ruh-roh.
Thanks so much. I guess wrong apparently. Odds are even. Scrap.
If only. Thankfully, your strength, you feel yourself be sapped from strength. Your strength score, however, does not go down, but you do take 3 points of necrotic damage. They missed that point of it just a little bit.
Yeah, she's still getting used to it.
Kiwi, what did you want, sweetie?
Baby.
May I please have another baked potato?
Yes, go. Baked potatoes are amazing.
Potatoes are amazing.
Yes, yes they are. Number 2.
Oh,
Where's
the camera?
Uh-oh, where's number 2?
Number 2 is
Number
over
two's in the corner. It's not next to anyone.
In the east. I mean,
Okay.
this corner.
Number 2 is going to move to where it last saw Hakuba. So just any square near where Hakuba was.
Number 3 or number 2?
Number 2.
So it's gonna go across the room.
Yep,
this
it
way.
has 40 movement, so it's got more than enough.
So it's gonna go to where the dog is sitting, or the
Just
wolf is.
to the side of the
Yeah,
side
so-
of Trapfinder. Just any unoccupied square near
So
Trapfinder.
here, because Trapfinder's occupying a square.
Yep, they can't occupy the same. Yep.
Okay.
And then it's gonna do one of these, like it's it's trying to find you. It fails miserably. Number 6. Ooh, where's number 6?
I'm mimicking Trapfinder.
It's the one that's
Right in front of Marcus.
Right.
Marcus.
Yeah,
and-
right next to Marcus.
And Stornock, but he's disappeared into thin air,
Right.
so.
Well, it does not see Stornock. It got really close, but does not see Stornock. However, it does hit Marcus. You do not lose another strength point, but you do take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Are you dead yet?
Your strength score is
I'm
fine.
not dead.
It missed that. But you're not
Yeah.
comfortable either.
No.
Number 3,
Not.
the last one to go.
That would be the one that I pissed off.
Because that one's that
Well,
one.
and
Okay.
Hakuba pissed off, but you know.
Oh, gosh.
Oh god, I'm dead, aren't I?
No, it goes to swing, and you're not sure how a shadowy black figure can trip, but it does. And you watch as he falls, as he goes through the floor, and you see the legs sticking up out of the floor. Like a kid who's been swimming and their inner tube flips upside down, and then you see the legs.
Cool. Can I coup de grace since he's
Ooh.
No.
No coup de Gracie.
That's painful, but I approve. Which brings us back to the top of the initiative and Arcana.
Kill them all dead.
we want to already be.
I have to giggle because every single time I've run the Death House, I did once for another Strahd group. I did it just as a standalone. Every single time, the fighter has let them out of the orb. The fighter of the party. Every single time. This makes 3 for 3. I'm very amused.
After the magic users told you not to touch the orb and
Oh,
to
the
leave
first
it
one was
alone.
gorgeous. He looked at it and went, "That's a trap." Walked in and smashed it on purpose. Because the party needs to understand death.
Oh, that one.
Okay.
No, the party doesn't.
Stoneforge Misfit says, I see a kiddo, tell her I say hi.
Ness says hi, Kiwi. She says hi back.
Almost a fall to the face, kid.
I can't read from that far away. It's the wrong color. Just walk it over here, honey.
I'm trying to secretly give you mom notes.
When you fail, you spelled that correctly. Good job. And the answer is yes. Just leave me some.
I will.
Alright, Arcana, no, where do we go? Leave off. Yeah.
Yeah.
Beginning of it, Arcana. What are you up to? You guys are aware that this is definitely not cool when they hit you.
I'm going to use magic missile.
Good call. I'm impressed. That's a good call. At which one?
I'm trying to decide if I want to put them all on. Wait, can I separate them?
Yes.
You can separate them if you'd like.
I think I'm going to put them all on 4 right now.
Okay, and go ahead and roll damage.
1d4.
I had to stop and think because magic missile is force damage.
Correct. Force damage.
The 5 million facts you have stuck in your head when you're DMing. I'm gonna get behind the screen and half of them go.
Put your hand up like this.
1d4 plus
Fire
1.
the missiles.
Yep, so you have 3 of them, so you need 3d4,
Plus
and then,
3.
yep, and then,
There you go.
Nice.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
10 total, and that's with adding the plus
Yep.
1 to each one. 4 is very not happy.
Really?
Like, you watch him when your missiles hit, the other attacks have all gone through them, and then they've re-solidified. This one, the magic missile does not go through it. It strikes him solid and he goes... Like in the old bad westerns when they shoot and they like... William Shatner, like... Oh,
Gosh.
and it's still standing, but it seems disoriented.
Nice.
Which leads us to number 4's turn. And he goes to swing back at you and misses horribly. Like, he doesn't fall face first in the floor, but he's definitely reeling from what you hit him with. Marcus! Hi, baby! Good catch.
I'm just gonna swing through number 6.
Swing through number 6. Roll it.
12.
12. It's close. You strike and you feel like your blade just glances off this smokiness. Like, it's got enough of a wisp coming off it that you thought it hit it and you just missed hitting solid.
I was thinking about it.
You died, Macy. Callista! Unless Marcus is gonna move. Can you
I'm gonna attempt to push the wooden statue over now.
I don't know where to look.
I'll allow that as a bonus action. Go ahead and
No,
roll
for
me
the
strength.
damage types.
At 19, that's a 20.
Because it just says
Choose acid, cold,
16.
fire, lightning, poison, or thunder.
16?
I mean,
You
this is
successfully topple it
acid,
over.
acid, cold is
Does
cold,
anything
fire,
happen to the shadows now?
lightning is
Nothing
electricity,
happens.
Nothing.
Poison is like
Nothing.
acid,
It was a good
poison,
thought.
And then there is
Alright, we have a statue down.
I would think.
And that's it.
Callista.
I'm trying to figure out if thunder damage is force damage. In chromatic orb. Like it doesn't say.
I'm
in the
gonna
book.
say yes.
Okay.
For now, I'm gonna say yes. I can retcon it later if I need to, but
Sure.
it's 5e is weird with that. There's
Yeah.
a couple places where it's used interchangeably, and then some places where it's used
not.
as definitively different.
Okay.
So I'm gonna say I will count it as force damage in this situation.
Okay.
Lightning definitely is not, but thunder, yes.
Thunder is lightning. It's
Right.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah,
So if you want to
consider it as
really
either
twist your
sonic
brain and go
or-
on Giants in the Playground and read like 6 pages of people debating it endlessly to where you have better things to do with your life.
22 to hit
That is a hit.
on 3.
Okay.
And I'm going to hit it with thunder damage from chromatic orb.
Okay.
And that's 3d8. Right. On...
Chromatic orb is brutal.
Right.
Okay then.
And it's 3d8?
Uh-huh.
3d8 damage on hit of the type of damage I choose.
Cannolis.
Yeah.
You need another D8?
I don't know. 1, 2,
No, Aaron's right next
3.
to her.
Nope, I got it.
Haha. For the one person that got that, thank you.
How is that possible?
I don't know.
Did you just won all of them?
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Thanks! Thanks so much! It takes talent to roll one of them.
Yeah!
Wait a minute, what she did hurt it. I can do that. And you watch as this little ball sparks from your fingertip and flies towards it, and you watch. Where before it was doing a Shatner, now it's just sashaying. But it still does look hurt.
I still pissed it off before. I did more fire damage to the stupid thing than I did thunder damage. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Wow.
It definitely seems very not happy with what you attacked it with.
Right. But I can't do that again, so like... Wait, can I?
Any movement out of you, Callista?
No.
Are you a sorcerer?
I'm gonna... Yes, I'm a sorcerer.
Alright. Number 5 is... Where is number 5 on the map? Color number 5.
It's on my side.
You can choose again.
Oh gosh. Is anyone else near it, or just you?
I'm invisible
Within
to
range.
it.
Everyone except for him is within range. You can move towards them.
Right, but I mean, you're right next to him.
I'm right next to him.
He misses.
She got lucky.
You feel lucky.
I'm
You,
getting
you feel very lucky.
So I
Yeah,
can
you can
choose.
use that.
So I
Stornak.
push the statue over
I
it
just
and
know
it
3
swings
spells.
at me.
Yep,
Okay.
yep, you
Nice.
just had just enough.
Thank you.
I'm going to marvel at the fact that he managed to push a statue over and miss me and not get hit at the same time. He is one lucky individual.
Yes.
And now I'm going to stab number
I
6
did
again.
roll for that too.
I'm going to stab you number 6 again.
Stabby number 6. Go for it.
16.
That is a hit.
Yay! And Mr. Rapier likes to be pokey with a grand total of 15.
15. Nice. And that was on number 6.
Number
Yes.
6.
Go away.
It's, again, you stab it. It's like the mist separates to accommodate your blade and withdraws and it closes, but it did appear to be hurt by it.
Cool,
And
and
then
then sneaky with a 20.
You're hidden.
Freaking hide in plain sight. I hate this crap.
You need to do that in a Russian accent.
Don't tip me.
All the happiness. Comrade! No, comrade! I can't even. Comrade not. What you gonna do, Hakuba?
Well, that one's targeting, well, looking for me, correct? Number 2?
Number 2 is...
Yes, yes.
Between
Number
you
2
and
is
the
actively
wolf
searching
and
for you.
Okay. Being that these things seem to slide through objects, I'm not going to do what I originally intended. I'm going to...
Good choice. I'm not coming in the room.
Right!
What you do, Hak?
I'm actually going to...
I will get through the end of this initiative round, and then we'll take a quick break, and then we'll bounce back in.
Okay.
Is it?
Is it what?
I can't exactly stabby it from where I'm at, can I?
I don't know if you're at a diagonal from something if you can stab. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Because you're technically 5 feet
Yep,
from it
because you
still.
can, yep, all the way around you.
Okay. So I'm going to basically copy what he did and try to stab it.
Alright.
And is a 19 hit with whatever?
Yes,
Plus 5?
yes,
Okay.
19 hits.
Alrighty.
24.
So
Only today.
that wouldn't be a sneak attack, would it?
You were hidden.
Okay.
So yes. it
Just
would-
making sure I understood that correctly.
Yep, Joe's got a really neat flow chart for sneak attack.
Mm-hmm.
Holy! Really? You should have rolled my...
So 8 plus 5 plus 3. So yeah, 16. Thank you.
8 plus 5,
It's 13.
12.
Plus 30.
Or no, 8 plus 5, just kidding. Ignore me, it's been a long day.
16.
Thank
So
you,
yeah,
16.
points.
And that's to number 2?
And
Okay.
It's over there.
There it is.
Roll
And
sneaky
then
sneak.
10.
Okay. You go to hide and Trapfinder gets underfoot a little bit, but you feel like you did the best you could. Number 1.
In the middle of the room.
Yep, right there. Okay. And let's see. Short
Okay,
DM is short.
You can hit any of the 3.
I was gonna say me,
Yeah.
Arcana, Marcus,
That's
and
right.
he's supposedly hidden. So
Yeah, it is gonna strike at Arcana.
yay, not me!
You were way too excited about that. And it does hit you, and your strength goes down by 1 temporarily. So I would just make like a little note on the side. Don't permanently change your strength score. And you take.
So you're
You take 7 points of necrotic damage.
ouch.
Okay.
It did not like you.
Can I do a reaction?
You can. Do you have something that's a reaction?
Hellish Rebuke.
Heck yeah!
Nice.
That was one of Loxy's favorite spells. I approve of this greatly.
You point your finger at the creature that damaged you is momentarily surrounded by hellish flames. The creature must make a dexterity saving throw. It takes 2d10 fire damage. on a
Holy.
fail, or half as much on a successful one.
So you guys watch as this shadow figure swipes at Arcana, and you watch the arm, similar to Marcus, go through her and come back. And as it's pulling its arm back, you watch Arcana go, "Not today, Satan!" And flames shoot up around it, and it fails its dex save. So go ahead and roll that beautiful damage.
Okay. 2d10.
So it's kind of like rolling percentile.
So just roll.
So,
Here.
got it. 7, 8, 9.
Nice.
Ha!
Yeah.
That was right.
Yep, I said it. You might not have been in the door. I'm going to break as soon as I'm done with this initiative round. Which leads us to number 2, who, having been struck by Hakuba, looks for Hakuba, sees Hakuba, and swings at Hakuba and barely misses you. I mean, it tries to compensate for your size because you're kind of towering, and I don't know what it's doing, but it's not effective.
Ineffective, but cute.
Which leads us to number 6, which I believe number 6 was the upside down one.
Number 6 is the
Number
one by
6
the
is the one
statue.
over by the statue. No,
Yep,
number 3 is upside down.
3 is the upside down
It is
one.
upside down.
Perfect. Okay. I had the notation by the wrong one. Thank
Yep.
you. Number 6 swings at Marcus, and that is not good. How lucky you feeling, Marcus?
Gotcha.
Not.
So when you reach the
Oh,
Considering he's the one who started this entire thing,
Yeah.
serves you right.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
your strength temporarily goes down by another 1,
Okay. I think that's at least my worries right now.
and you take 9 points of necrotic damage.
Yeah, but I'm level 3. But I might not even
Are you
live to be level 3.
I'm
Or
at
level 2,
0.
rather.
You're just perfectly at 0?
No, actually, that puts me 9 points. That puts me at -4.
Okay. Don't worry about minus. You just...
What?
You guys watch Marcus drop to the ground.
Oh!
As this thing reaches through him, fatality.
Your soul is mine.
What just went flying
I
across
have
the
no
wall?
idea.
Marcus drops and the world stops for a moment as you guys realize this isn't good. This is beyond not good. You've brief images flash through your mind of loved ones back home, the things that you wanted to do, the hits that you never finished. Hakuba, you briefly Actually, roll me a d20, Hakuba.
1.
Okay, that's actually not a bad thing. I'll get back to that after break.
Okay.
Number 3 rights himself, and that's about all he's capable of doing. As you watch him like pull himself out of the floor, and he just stands up, and no one saw that, right? Which would bring us back to the beginning of our initiative with Arcana, who we will come to after a brief break. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll be back in 20-ish to 30-ish minutes and finish this off. Bye! Oh, I don't know what button to hit. You hit the button? I can't reach. Well, I can't reach the button. Now that I remember which button to hit.
Want to add pepper jack cheese?
Okay, there you go. You have a slice in your back pocket or something?
That was weird.
Oh,
There's pepper jack in the fridge.
slices?
Yeah. Like, I'm a pepper jack addict, so.
Fantastic.
That's all I ever get on my chicken bacon ranch
Is it-
sandwiches
it's
too.
like individual.
Yeah, like if you open the fridge
Thank
and
you,
then on
Mom.
your left, like halfway down, there's a drawer.
And we're live.
At least there should be. Alright, we are back. It should be a brand new pack.
Yeah, that was me.
Is it? Perfect.
Just figuring out how to open it.
Ooh, otherwise, yeah, I can open it too, because I'm probably going to grab a slice, because for some reason pepper jack cheese just sounds like the cat's meal right now. So, when we last left our heroes, they were down in the dungeon in the basement of the death house.
Down by 1.
Marcus had fallen prey to these evil shadows, while the rest of the group rallied, trying to pull out the win.
Call it karma.
Hakuba was feeling a little discouraged, as he was already badly hurt and had recovered once. The spellcasters are sighing as they're watching their parties being dismembered. Let's return and see what happens next. That was fun.
Next time.
Theater.
Sorry, I don't know. I don't even know what I'm doing anymore.
All right, 8-bit theater time.
Thank you for calling the D&D hotline. How can I help you?
she,
Can I get your number, please?
she already shot magic missile at the darkness.
I've been doing this.
Thank you, man.
No, that's all just poof. Alright, starting off the initiative. Arcana. That is outside of game.
That is not what I
we did not add sound effects.
1 second, I gotta double check something.
Otherwise, I can put it back.
Okay, I'll throw it at you in a second.
Okay, hopefully it's closed while you throw it.
Oh.
Nope.
I'm fighting with cheese.
You'll need those slips for that.
Okay, those scrolls I found earlier.
Okay, ready? 3, 2.
Wrap it back up, let the cheese melt.
I prefer thrown weapons. Yes!
I'm going to take one of these out and use bless.
Sweet! And what does bless do?
I wish I knew she had that.
You bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range. Whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends, the target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw. So
Perfect.
I'll use one of those.
Okay, so Callista, Hakuba, and Stornock, you are now blessed. So make sure you have an extra d4 with you that you can use when you see fit.
Can I?
And so,
Is that?
Yep.
Or
You can add it to any roll. You just have to state that you are doing it when you do it, and you have to state you're doing it before it's called as a hit or miss.
and it's only to the attack roll. It's not damage.
Correct. To the attack roll or an ability check, not to damage.
Right.
Correct.
It's not a number of effects, it's just less for him.
Awesome sauce. All right, anything else out of you, Arcana?
Correct.
Arcana coming up the backstretch with the moves here.
That counts as
Just thought I'd make that clear.
It did.
You have the moves like Jagger.
We only have
I believe it's an action, not a bonus action. I believe it's a bonus action.
It's an action.
Okay.
It's her action, but I don't know if the.
Does it count as an action with it being the
Yes.
Will that count?
Yep, because it's still being cast. That scroll just allows you to do it without you knowing it, being familiar with it. You don't need any of the components. It's just...
And it doesn't count as a spell slot.
Correct. It does not count against your spell slots.
Yep.
Alright, so are you going to do any moving or shaking or...
Twerk it, baby.
Oh,
Twerk it.
no.
No. No.
I'm an evil dwarf. Yes. Yes.
No.
I'm not gonna move.
Okay, evil dwarf's twerking. My brain just... Number 4 is going to attack. Where's my good dice? Here we go. Number 4 was over by, in between the 3 of you.
No, one's in between the videos. Spurs by me.
Gotcha. Yeah, 4 watched you fling a paper and weird sparklies came over the other 3. It doesn't appreciate. And...
Alrighty then.
If I could read my own writing.
And this can use.
That is a hit. It hits you. Your strength goes down by 1 temporarily. And you take 4 points of necrotic damage.
Not yet.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus, please make me a death saving throw. Roll a d20.
Yep.
I need 11 or higher to be.
Correct. 1 through 10 is a fail. 11 through 20 is a save.
Death
But you need
saves.
3 saves to win.
20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yep, that means he saves.
You're back alive with 1 hit point.
Nice!
Oh!
So that
What a terrible dream!
I'm
I'm going back to sleep!
you remind me of the babe.
What
babe, the baby.
Okay, that was your action. If you want to move, you can. Standing up will take
Okay,
half
so it's
of your
only a
movement.
one-time thing. Though.
Yeah, I don't like being in between 3 of these things. So I'm gonna move. Try to go around this thing that may or may not be a dwarf
Okay,
and head to the corner here.
okay, and let's see. 6 gets an AO. 1 gets an AO, and I think those are the only 2.
Yep.
Okay.
Is that a good laugh or a bad laugh?
No.
No, I just put
6 just crit.
Oh.
I just came back alive.
And you're dead again.
I get knocked down.
Oh, I so want to roll a 20.
Oh, I thought it.
I have no answers for that. Crit, I'm up. Crit, you're down.
Do I take damage though?
Yeah, you do, and it definitely does do more than 1.
Oh,
So,
whenever.
Just
Okay.
whenever, as
Gotcha.
long as the spell isn't in.
Very
good. I'm not going to have it flat out kill you.
What?
Can I have it at least fall forward to where I want to go?
Yeah, I will let you fall where you go. I mean, you had the momentum into it. So you can fall over there, and you're still at 0 saves, 0 fails.
Okay.
So,
0 hit points?
yeah, you're zeros across the board right now.
You've been zeroed out.
Callista! Callista! Do something!
Who's next now?
Ready? Roll!
Well, I'm gonna cast Chromatic Orb at this stupid thing again. Because Magic Missile didn't work first. It didn't work the first time, I'm gonna try again.
Wait, what? Magic. Oh,
I'm gonna hit.
gotcha.
Yes, Chromatic Orb the first time was so helpful. I'm gonna try again because I'm determined for it to be
Okay.
not pissy.
Which one are you going to hit with your Orb of
3.
Chromaticness? 3?
Which is the one I've been
Yep.
in a pissing match with.
Yep. Roll.
I'm going to add a 4 to this with bless.
Okay.
Because I don't know.
That's nat 20.
No, that
How
was
many rounds is a minute for us?
10 rounds.
that's a 12. So it's now a 16.
That is a hit.
Okay.
Yay!
Maybe you should roll the d8.
Roll damage. No.
or is it fine?
Okay, that's much better. That's much better.
11, 12.
12.
With thunder, I'm sorry. The
It
same.
has been
I
concussed.
should have specified that. I'm sorry,
Right.
but yeah.
Nope.
Concussed for 12.
3
Yes.
poofs out of existence. There is a brief rally of hope among the party as you realize these things can be killed.
Killed.
It's just whether or not they'll be killed before they kill you that's in question.
Mm-hmm. But they can die. That's great.
Yes, yes.
Oh, and
You
I
are
need to mark
encouraged by this. Anything else out of you, Callista?
If I move out of range of 2 at the moment, it provokes an AO, or is it focused on Hakuba enough to...
If you move out of its range, it will get an AO.
Can I disengage from its range to
Yes.
go towards him to see if I can...
You can disengage as an action.
Oh, it's not a...
Rogues can disengage as a bonus action.
Okay.
It's one of their roguey perky
Okay,
roguey
then I
things.
can't do anything because I don't have... I've already done my action, so I'm gonna not
You're
do
just gonna
anything.
hang tight? Perfect.
Yep.
I'm gonna cross 3 off my list. 5 is... Let's see, where is 5? 5 is over there. 5 is going to look at... Well, 5 doesn't see you, but it did look for you, unfortunately.
Told you I'm not here.
And 5 is going to look at Arcana.
Right.
And 5 hits Arcana. You do not lose strength, so you're good there.
From 15 feet away?
Wait a minute. Am I looking at the wrong one?
5 is in the corner over
Oh,
by...
just kidding. I'm looking at the wrong one. 5 is going to move towards... It can't see Stornock. Yeah, it would move up to Arcana. Because that would be its next logical target. Sorry, my brain, from where I'm sitting, it looks like it's right adjacent to you. And you take 3 points of necrotic damage. Which is kind of insane because it shouldn't be able to roll that low for damage.
Does this mean I have 3 spell slots or I only know 3?
You have 3
You
spell
have 3
slots.
spells.
You know 3 spells, but you can cast any one of them.
Okay, but I've already casted 2. Can I cast any more?
Mm-hmm.
Yep,
So that will be
scroll
your-
didn't
your-
take yours.
I'm gonna hellish rebuke the one that just hit me.
Perfect. That will take your other spell slot.
Yep.
Yep. It's a dex save. Yes.
Can't
Yes, it is.
remember.
Oh, it fails. Hardcore.
It
Hardcore
was
fail.
2d10.
2d10
Yep.
on a
It fails
2d10.
the-
and
it
half
fails the
damage
1d6 double
on a
damage.
success.
It didn't fail quite that hard,
This one?
but it was close.
That's a d12. Stop. Oh no, I'm sorry. I thought you grabbed it.
Okay.
8.
Did he hide? Or did he go?
It's just me that rolls 1s on every single one of our dice. It's just like what?
Awesome sauce. Stornock.
I'm still playing footsie with number 6.
We're playing footsie with one.
Just a smidge. Just a smidge. Okay, thank you. Nope. I don't know why. It just peripheral. Otherwise, there's a gap there, and it's like,
So yeah, I'm going to continue playing footsie with number 6.
play footsie away. In my dining room?
I don't think that's going to be a good one. That's only an 11.
Close. You go to play footsie with him, and he goes to play footsie back, and you guys are ships in the night.
Awesome. I'm going back to a 20. I'm not here.
Gotcha. That's, you rolled a 20 or a 20 total?
20 total.
You're not there.
I am going to stabby the
Now
one
you
that's
see me, now you don't.
whichever one that is 2 again.
Yeah.
And I'm going to add the blessed die.
Yes.
I don't need to add blessed die because that was nat 20.
You just crit.
Yeah.
Yep. On which one?
2.
2. Duh.
So max damage plus your
Yeah. Yep. Max it out.
So,
Don't forget to add your sneak attack.
What are you using?
right here.
Is everybody using their bless?
Yeah, I did. So
But that's only an
7,
attack roll or save. It doesn't actually add to your
10 plus 8, so 18.
18 damage total.
Sorry, I'm also adding my Savage Strikes, which is another die 8.
I wasn't gonna remind you.
So 23.
And you watch as 2 poofs out of existence.
What did they roll?
And
Anything else out of you, Hakuba?
Yes, I'm gonna go poopy again.
I'm sorry?
He's gonna go poopy.
Okay.
I heard poopy.
Anyone not hear poopy?
I did not hear poopy.
Okay.
And that's 21.
You find a corner and go
Poopy.
or poopy, whichever you.
And not echoes, so.
Oh God!
Talk
Your
about it.
flatulence
Echoing.
is noted.
Okay then.
We're just gonna go downhill from here.
Wow.
Number 1. Where is color number 1?
In the middle.
Right in the middle.
That's right.
On the 36th. It's in the center of the room.
Alright, so he does not see
Yeah,
Stornock.
It's me or
Yep, and that's what I'm rolling for. Ooh,
Or
Callista.
Marcus that's over there dying in the corner.
Nope. Callista, he swings at you and he connects.
Okay.
You lose 1 temporary strength. Your strength is temporarily reduced by 1. Bah.
Okay.
And you take 7 points of necrotic damage. Ouchie. Number 1 is, it has no face, but it seems to be sneering at you. It doesn't appreciate you.
I don't get appreciated anyway this whole time.
I just want you to know I appreciate that. Every judge on every singing show ever. Number 6. I kid you not. Watch a clip where there's some type of singing competition or dance competition. There's always one judge that will overuse the word appreciate. I just want you to know I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Yeah. Okay. Sidebar over. Number 6 is in the corner. Number 6 is gonna move out of the corner.
He's finally coming out of his corner.
Yep.
Does that
He's not
provoke
grounded.
Number 6 is going to use 40 of his movement to go to the doorway into that room. And anyone who wants to take an AO can. That is in, I think it's just Stornock.
It's just Stornock.
Okay. Yep, Stornock, you get an AO. Because he didn't see you. AO.
I'm not taking the AO because I don't want to reveal myself.
Okay. Fun note for later. Back to the top of the initiative. Arcana.
well, what can I do? This
Cantrips do not take a spell slot, and
I know
any
that,
of your papers.
Cantrips.
the one
Cantrips.
Yeah.
that does magic miss. Can I use that as magic missile?
You can attempt to and see what happens. You see magic miss. You're not 100% sure what it does because some of the ink is blotted out, but you know magic missile, and it seems to have similar properties.
I'm gonna try it out on number 4.
Okay, go ahead and roll damage for magic missile.
Wait, is that on here?
Here, I have it written down.
It's 3d4
This.
plus 3, and you're intending to send all of them at number 4?
Yes.
Okay.
It's 3d4 plus 3.
3 for each.
It's 3. It's 1d4 plus 1, so it's 3d4 plus 3.
Oh, okay.
So
Holy hell!
13.
Okay, do not pick the dice up yet. Because
it's not magic missile.
It is magic missile, but this is not a normal magic missile.
Oh.
Apparently it has been damaged to some capacity, so the missiles have a bit of a mind of their own and they all go off in different directions. So let's see, where are you standing? You're standing there.
Right here.
Alright, so
aiming at
hang
4.
on, I gotta get back to read the description of this because this is gonna be fun. One goes to the nearest target south of you. So whatever the closest southern thing is.
1 or 5.
1 or 5.
You can, if they're equidistant and they're both south of you, you can choose.
It hits 1.
Okay? The next one goes to the closest thing west of you.
That'd be
That's
4.
4.
Are you sure it's not?
And the other one does as you will.
4.
It's 4. So that's 6. That's 8 damage at 4.
8 damage at 4.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And then 5 damage at 1.
At least it only hit the bad guys.
Right, that could have gone that could have gone very sideways. Alrighty. 4 looks like after that last blast hits it, it looks less dark. It looks like it kind of fizzles and then re-solidifies.
Okay.
Like it's struggling to hold itself together today. You're welcome. And that leads us to number 4, who is going to lash out at Arcana.
Of course it is, because you pissed it off.
And it does hit you. It does not remove a strength point, thankfully. But you take 14 points of necrotic damage at rolled max.
She's at negative 12.
You are laying unconscious.
I just put it at 0.
Yep. Thankfully, it's not like 3-5 where if you hit negative 10, you're automatically dead.
Yep.
We don't do that. You're just at 0. I suppose if you took like 50 bazillion points of damage, but...
The trust steps on you. No, you're good.
You fall off the mountain. All the way down.
Perfect.
Make a death save.
Make
No,
your
you're
death
dead.
saving throw.
Unless you're a monk in 3-5.
Marcus,
Oh, hi.
Death saving throw.
death saving throw.
Let's see, I used that one last time. So
Roll 20.
7, so...
That's 1 fail. So mark 1 fail. Callista, you have 2 party members down, and you have some angry enemies.
Magic missile! The ones in front of me, it is. At 1. Yeah. Where is my thing? I just had it.
At numero 1.
Yeah, just let me
Yep,
read this
yep.
for just a second.
Yep.
Okay, I don't even have to roll anything. Right?
For a magic missile?
Yeah.
Yeah, you roll 3d4.
No, I mean to hit. I don't have to roll
Oh,
anything.
no. Magic missile's an auto hit.
Okay.
Because it's dumb.
I'm gonna throw all of them
It's fun dumb.
at 1.
At number 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Nice!
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
As number 1, out of existence.
And then as a bonus action, can I, like, fall to Arcana to see if I can help her in any way? Like, would that be an action?
It's an action.
Okay.
Because you'd be stabilizing her. Unless...
Like, just to the ground, move to the ground.
No, you can kneel down by her. Yeah.
Like, kneel down by her, and then my next...
Yeah, you can kneel down by her and be like, oh my gosh, you alive?
Yep.
Because 4, 5, and 6 are still angry.
And
Six in the other
that's
room.
all of 3 of my spell slots, so that you know.
He's at the door.
I'm
sure you already know that.
I have little thingies.
Yeah.
Which is going to lead us to... Holy crap, that was Callista.
Yep.
So number 5, where the heck is number 5? Number 5 is over there.
Between me and Arcana.
Yeah, and that's about, you're the next closest thing, unless it sees Stornock, which, what was your stealth, 20?
Yep.
Ty goes to the defender.
Hmm?
It's kind of staring at your direction and then shrugs it off, like it thinks it saw you and then didn't. You don't breathe for a second and it moves on. And it misses you. Just right over your head. It didn't expect you to kneel down to Arcana, and that's what saved you.
You got
Sure
shorter. Is it adjacent or diagonal to her?
Blah, 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 blah,
Diagonal
blah.
adjacent.
Is it in front of her or to the side of her?
It was.
I believe it was adjacent to you.
It was
It
here.
was there.
So he has to move either 5 or 10 feet.
Yep, you would move 5.
Okay.
I need one of those like poker chip sliders from here, because from where I'm sitting, you can't see past where like Strahd dice are. You can't see the individual lines.
Right.
Nope. Considering on the movement to make it to 6, I'm going to stabby 5.
Okay. Roll to hit.
Using my blessing.
You feel blessed in your endeavors. And you're not even counting.
9, 13 plus 6. 21.
That's a hit.
Yay. For 15.
Nice. It does not poof. That's number 5.
Yep.
Yeah.
5 has taken minimal damage at this point.
Oh, okay.
5 has only been hit once at this point.
And I only roll an 18 on that one.
Okay.
Only an 18.
Yeah, only.
Well, yeah. I rolled 50%.
Can I see that one?
No idea.
Diagonal. Looks like
You can see me. I don't know if you can see through me to. Although I ducked, I'm kneeling on the ground.
You
so
can-
should be
you
able
can-
to see.
Well, that you can see around people too.
Well,
Mm.
right.
You can-
But I mean,
You got
from
the-
from
If you're
this
corner.
ducked down, you could see over. Right,
Okay.
Hakuba, it's all on you.
Sure.
And then
I'm gonna fire at it.
He's going to stab at long range.
so technically, could an arrow be force damage since you have to have velocity? Never mind.
Well, if you add up...
It was. I might have trolled the forums just a little bit, only to watch them reignite.
I've got a good one if you want to troll again.
19, 20, 21. To hit.
That is a hit.
Alrighty. And that's, was that short bow? So it's, 1 die 6. Okay, plus 3.
Wow.
Or 7?
For 7 damage?
Mm-hmm.
And that was
5.
nice. 5 is still standing, but not happy.
Okay.
What happens to the arrow?
And I'm going to
The arrow goes through it.
not hide.
Not hide.
Oh my god!
I
He
think I
trips
tripped
over.
The 1 or 2?
That was a 1.
A 1!
That was a
Well,
1.
6 altogether, but it was in that one, yeah.
He tripped over the freaking wall.
You go to hide, and you do one of these numbers. I'm gonna hide. You trip over Trap Finder, and then as a last ditch effort, grab Trap Finder and like pull its face in front of yours.
Nobody sees me! Nobody sees me! Nobody sees me! Nobody sees me!
Exactly. That's so great. This is why we don't have nice things. Alrighty. Which leads us to number 6, who is in the doorway.
Yep.
And number 6 is going to continue going out the doorway.
North.
Yep, follow the hallway, and it's going to head for, as far as you guys know, it is going to go north out of the room, and then, you can just temporarily move him off the map. He's disappearing. Because he has 40, and I'm not going to tell you which direction he went, because you guys can't see. So just kind of...
So just off the map.
Just set him off the map. He has disappeared for the moment, as far as you know. Which brings us to...
He's in the void.
Arcana, roll a death saving
Kind
throw.
of a twisting nether.
1 through 10 is bad, 11 through 20 is good. 20 is really good. 1 is really not good.
That's really
That's
close
good.
to 20. It's a 19.
Nice. You have 1 success.
So
And
3 successes is a
3
revive back to...
success will revive you back with 1.
Yep.
Some people do it where 3 successes just stabilizes you and you're alive at 0, but that makes no sense to me. So I don't like that, so I'm not doing it. Ha! I'm empowered. Number 4. Where is number 4? Number 4 is right there. Number 4 is going to scoot around behind Callista.
Can it move that far?
Yeah, they've got 40. But he would take the path of least resistance. And is going to swing at Callista. Yikes.
Does it provoke an AO? Being that it was that far away and moves all the way around to...
Does it have to? He wouldn't have to move
I
all
mean,
the way
where
around.
would there's 3. Who would he move through though? Because Callista's right against the wall, or Callista, me. Arcana is right next to the wall.
Yeah.
And then
Over
like
here, it has to move
Yep.
in front of.
Yep, it would go all the way over there, so it would get an AO from Stornock. Yep, that works.
And Callista or just Stornock?
Just Stornock, because he didn't leave Callista. No, he would have left.
He would have entered my.
He would have scooted around you. He could move through the other one. So
You can move through friendly figures.
yeah.
Right.
So no, he wouldn't get one from Callista, but only if he left somebody's threat range. Did he leave Stornock's threat range or just enter it? Because it looks like he just entered it.
Yeah, he hasn't left it yet.
Yeah, no, then he would not get.
Oh, so it's when he leaves.
It's when he
Yeah,
leaves.
yeah.
Gotcha.
For sure.
Gotcha.
Oh gosh, could you imagine the enemy getting an AO every time you got close to hit them?
That's actually what 3-0 used to be.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's
And
what
that's what I was
3-5 used to
thinking,
be.
yeah.
That's what we used
Right,
to.
right.
That's what I was thinking.
And does strike Callista. You temporarily lose a strength point
I'm still at -1.
and take 5 points of necrotic damage.
Okay, well I'm on the floor.
Oh no! This is not good. Callista is now laying on the floor, which leads us to. Oh my gosh, my brain.
You okay?
Marcus. Yeah, I had to stop and think. But yeah, you got that. That was. Everything on the table just kind of went like this, like a disco table, and then went back to normal.
Okay.
Okay.
Do we need to
It's-
pause for a bit?
We're good. It's already 9.
Okay.
If I get super woozy, then I'll just like have Joe sit next to me, prop me up, and like
Good.
use me as a puppet if I black out.
Okay.
10.
That's 2.
That's 2 fails.
You might lose him already.
I'm hoping not. Like, there's still a chance. As long as no one gets a 1 and stabs him. And he, successes on the next 3 before he fails 1. I mean, odds aren't necessarily in your favor, but
Not at this point.
you can always hope. You can always revive him. I'm his brother.
Yeah.
I'm his brother, Micus. Bleh, yeah. Ha? No.
Shukran.
Callista, death saving throw.
Yeah.
That's a fail.
7.
Ick. Number 5.
We're almost
I
all
just,
down.
yeah.
How are these two looking at this point in time?
They don't look good,
Okay.
but they're definitely still standing. Number 5 is going to take a gander for any hidden people. It sees Hakuba, it does not see Stornock, and it is going to move towards Hakuba, which should get an AO from Stornock, I believe. He didn't go by you?
He leaves your. What do you mean? He leaves your thing.
I'm not attacking. I'm not giving my location.
Gotcha.
Helpful.
Woo! Inter-party shots fired. And he's gonna strike at Hakuba. Well, I had to look because you do not lose a strength point, but you take 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. Alrighty. Well,
Alrighty, which is gonna lead us to Stornock.
Considering 5 left, I'm going after 4. Blessing on this one as well.
See, his bless.
1
There
minute.
was
Yeah,
1 minute,
1
but I
minute.
think it was concentration as well.
no, this
Wasn't
will.
it?
No.
I'd double check because
16.
I think it might be, but we'll let it go. 16.
Whenever you make a roll within the duration. I looked it up and showed you twice.
Concentration up to 1 minute.
Up to 1 minute, but I think
But
it's a
it's
one
concentration.
hit and done.
Not. It says while the spell is active.
Oh, while the
it's-
spell is active?
Yeah,
And
up
it
to
doesn't
1
say
minute.
it doesn't say until your next. Perfect. Okay.
No, but it's also a concentration. So
Yeah, it
that's
says
the question.
concentration up to 1 minute.
And you're unconscious.
Yeah.
So you can't.
Concentrate
I
on the
can't
spell.
concentrate.
But if it's a scroll.
But it's a scroll. We'll let it go for now because the scroll is still concentrating. That's one of those we'll address at a later date. So for now, we're just gonna go with it.
The scroll is still concentrating.
Either way, it would have been a hit, so I'm okay with you using your bless on it.
Okay. And sneaky sneaky.
Yep, roll damage. Math is
Why am
hard.
why am I mathing wrong?
I don't
9,
know.
13.
4 goes poof.
And I go poof for 22.
Nice.
Poof, poof. I'm doing my job. I'm just
And let's see. That's going to lead us to 6, who is currently off somewhere.
Oh.
And then Arcana, death saving throw. Brick says they're here.
I got a 14.
14, that's a save. That is a positive.
You crossed off my pass, not my fail.
And then 4 is dead, which leads us to Marcus. Roll your death saving throw.
Did I?
That's because you passed. You passed
Right.
again. You didn't fail it. You passed it.
Yep, you have 2 successes.
Yeah, you have 2 passes, no fails.
What?
You rolled higher than a 10 on both of them, I thought.
Yeah.
Yep.
The first one was lower.
It was a 19.
No, it wasn't.
Yeah, you rolled a 19 on your death save.
I was, I'm pretty sure you passed both of them. I have 2 successes written for you.
I have a fail.
I'm not arguing with the DM.
He has 2 fails.
You don't?
Yep.
I thought you had 2
I don't
successes.
remember.
You tried your
Take
one.
it as 2 successes. 2 successes.
I don't know. I don't think you did. But
No, I have 2 successes marked down because I'm marking them as you guys are.
I was gonna say, have you gone yet?
And
I
then
don't recall going, but that because it.
I go
Did
first,
I-
then you go.
Yeah.
So you.
did I skip Hakuba?
I
think
think
so.
you did.
I did. I skipped Hakuba. Okay, so
Yes, I'm going.
Anyway, you
Wait,
keep
wait,
keep your throws, but yeah, Hakuba, go ahead. Because
Alright.
it struck at you, and then it should have been your turn, and I went, oh, Hakuba went because the thing hit him.
Oh no, I didn't. All right, so I'm gonna use bless as well.
Pretty sure everyone's done it at least once.
Oh, that's a 4, 5, 6, 7. No, okay.
No.
Yeah.
Are you going to?
Sorry, no.
I'm going to.
Poofy poof.
Yeah, because I can't outrun this thing. So.
You don't know that. 7?
Mm-hmm.
You're cowering behind your wolf. Alright, then it would have been.
Sorry, 8.
Then it would have been Arcana. It's dead. And then Marcus, what did you roll for your death saving throw?
Do I have to?
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
Roll a 20.
Roll a 20.
I'm dead.
Ah.
yep, dead.
Are you kidding
I'm out.
me?
7.
Oh.
We have our first fatality.
He's the one that broke it.
Vicious.
So you guys watch, those of you that are conscious, watch as all of a sudden Marcus's corpse sags and then stands of its own volition.
Oh shit.
As the shackles open, one of the skeletons drop and his corpse is now hanging in the shackles, and he's definitely no longer with us.
Oh. Crap.
I'm pouting a little bit. I didn't want you to feel that.
You should make a smarter character.
Ouch.
Number 2 vicious.
Ouch.
Apparently I don't need you.
Hold on.
You here.
Is it your anniversary, Valentine's Day, or your birthday? You're not rolling at a 50-50. Those were your 3 automatic win days.
Oh, that's epic.
Let's see. You can hang on to him for now.
Right.
He may become fun later.
Oh, that sounds wonderful.
It is. Crap, well that kinda... Callista. Death saving throw.
Success.
So here we get a party wipe like on session 4? 3? Yeah, 4.
I have 1 fail and 1 success.
Alright, which leads us to number 5, who is going to go after... It is going after Stornock. It sees you.
Oh, finally?
It rolled a nat 20. That's kind of what it took.
Kind of.
So it is going to go over within range of Stornock.
You're gonna know if you want.
Yep.
I'm going to take it.
Sure, you'll give up your stealth.
They're hilarious. They're gaps.
Just had to toss that out there, right?
I did. It was there.
What little stealth. Yeah.
The scroll is still concentrating.
The scroll is still constant.
11 plus
Nice.
4 plus 3.
Concentrating hard.
So 7, 18.
That's a hit.
Yay!
Roll the hit.
That's a rapier attack.
11,
It's a rapier
4,
attack.
3, 18.
That's only 1d8, correct?
Correct.
Okay.
Yep.
It wouldn't be a sneak attack. So
Cool.
that would be a 6, 7, 8, 9.
Nice. That. It does not poof, but it is definitely not looking good for a black shadow thing. It then goes to strike at Stornock. Oof, and it hits you. Your strength is not lowered. And it hits you for 9 necrotic damage.
Yeah, could be worse.
Ouchies. Yeah, no. That's about middle of the road.
Yeah.
Slightly high enough. Middle of the road. Which then leads us to Stornock.
I'm going to stabby, considering it made me cold. I don't like being cold. Blessing roll 2. 20.
That's a hit.
And I do not get sneaky. 7 plus 4 is 11.
Nice. It is still standing, but it is barely. It's doing that fadey in and out thing.
28 stealth.
It's not going to see you this time. Hakuba.
Going in to hopefully for the kill. And yeah, I'm going to put myself in a way that I get flanking.
You can't unless you're standing on a dead body.
Okay.
Yeah, there really isn't anywhere, unfortunately.
Gotcha. Well, I'll still use the blessing. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16.
16 damage?
Hit.
No,
Yeah,
it's
16, yeah.
Okay.
How
16.
That would have been amazing.
I could get that.
Nice.
5, 6, 7, 8.
8. 5 goes poof. However, let's see, that was Hakuba. Number 6 is going to be...
He's cunning.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
Go hide. Go sneaky sneak.
20.
Nice.
Because my...
Stornock and Hakuba, roll me perception real quick. Before everything goes crazy.
Okay, there's a sideways.
13, 5, 6, 7, 18.
22.
Okay. You guys are both aware of number 6 re-entering the room from the east entrance of the room.
From the east entrance, so that'd be this one.
Yep.
Okay.
He comes in, he does the scanny scan, he does not see either of you. But...
And how does this one look?
Not awful, but not fantastic. But it definitely doesn't seem... It's not dead yet, but it's not thrilled either.
Would that perception allow me to see him?
Yes. If it was higher than his stealth, yes.
Okay. You can't see me.
But exactly, he can't see you. Which is going to bring us to the top of the initiative. Arcana, go ahead and roll. If it's another save, you come back to life.
No.
Nope.
Okay, so I have 2 successes and 1 fail for Ari. Marcus, never mind. Sorry.
I'll stay right here.
On the wall.
Sounds
Like this.
good. Callista.
Fail.
Is that 2 and 2?
2 and 1.
2 and 1.
2 fails, a pass.
No, I liked Callista. I liked Marcus. Damn all of you. Quit dying in this deadly campaign. 5 is dead. Stornock.
I moved 15 feet closer to 6, and I'm awaiting its presence to stabby stab.
Okay, so you're just gonna... You're not gonna stab it, you're
That's
just
the
gonna...
farthest I can move.
Oh, gotcha.
I have very small feet.
You're very small feet. Sounds like a good deal. Hakuba. You see number 6. Number 6 does not see you. Stornock sees you, but you don't see him. It's all like one big giant Scooby-Doo cluster.
I know, right? I was gonna thieves' cant him, but he can't see me.
You write it on the wall. Mene, tekel.
I just noticed the narwhal.
Yeah, he's my buddy.
It would
I'm scared for if it falls someday and like that's how I'm gonna die is being stabbed by a falling narwhal.
Wait, come on, the obituary? Death by narwhal. But you're in Minnesota. Don't ask.
Exactly. Alright.
It would take me a full action to stabilize, correct?
Yes.
Can I do that while in stealth?
No. That'd be cool though.
That was kind of the thought.
Yeah, good thought though. I appreciate the thought. So what you gonna do, Hakuba? And not Marcus, I would be contemplating like possible character directions you want to go from here, and we'll figure something out. I'm bummed. I'm sorry. That sucks.
Would have been cool. But next time.
What?
You can make jokes about him in the future.
Don't worry, he'll be hanging around.
Oh, awful.
Would it be
Like-
a full?
Oh gosh, what is it? Monty Python and the Holy Grail?
Yep.
Down in the dungeon.
Would it be a action to like distract, like take one of the ball bearings and create a noise so that it leaves?
Like down the hallway. Behind it.
I'd let you do that as a bonus action.
Joe, man, another
Okay.
character sheet.
So I'm gonna do that.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit to throw it where you want to throw it.
Okay.
Where are you throwing it?
Behind it.
Like here.
Yeah.
Down the hall. Where
Gotcha.
it came from.
Okay. Roll. Ho.
What do I do for?
You
do I
add dex to that.
Dex. Okay.
Your dex mod.
So 13.
Okay, you successfully get it to where you want to go, and it does one of these numbers. And it moves. Oh, just kidding, it doesn't move yet. Because it's not its turn. Anything else you want to do?
Okay. Do I see that it's distracted?
It definitely is looking at that.
Okay. Can I hide others?
No.
Yeah.
Good thought, though.
Go. Well, I still have the robe with me. So that's what I was thinking. Just.
Not quite.
Yeah. All right.
You just gonna leave it be?
I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
So
What's
when,
your trigger?
when it leaves the room, I'm gonna try to stabilize her
Her who? Callista
Callista.
her? Okay.
because I'm right next to her.
Noted. Arcana. Go ahead and roll your death saving. I'm just kidding. Number 6 gets to go before you do. It moves in the direction of the ball bearing.
How
Yeah.
far?
Let's see, out of the room, down that way. So just, yeah, go ahead and move it 30. It's gonna go
right or
down.
left? Like,
Left, color number left.
This way, thank you. I'm like, I have to think backwards of which
It wanted to go, it's gonna go investigate the ball bearing noise.
Sure.
And now I'm gonna try to stabilize it.
Okay.
Do I roll anything for that?
Perfect.
Or does it medicine?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll a medicine check.
Wisdom.
Which would be 3. Perfect. And can I use the bless on that or no?
It's a
No,
save
save.
for you.
Save,
Yep.
save or technical.
Yep, so no.
Okay.
And then Callista, you're at 2 no, 1 yes, right? You're on
No.
2
no, 1 yes, correct.
That would be a 5 altogether.
You try.
You did yet?
You're like, she's not breathing, and you go to give her CPR, but you don't look at where her wounds are, so when you push down, blood spurts up. Hakuba pushes down, and the blood spurts up.
Cover the wounds, cover the wounds.
It's like that little shark game at the bowling alley where they keep popping up, but you're
Whack-a-mole!
losing. Yeah, you're
What do you
losing.
mean?
You're losing. Oh gosh, poor Hawk. Oh gosh. Alright, 6. Arcana. Go ahead and roll your death saving throw.
Success.
Woo! That's 3.
You're back to...
Backed up.
You're stable.
You are stable with 1 hit point, but you're laying there, not moving, you're hurt. Technically you should be stable at 0, but it makes no sense to me, so you have 1 hit point, but you're just gonna lay there and ouch. You're alive. Be happy. Callista. Don't die.
Yes!
Success.
So you're 2-2?
2 and 2.
That next one is gonna suck. Stornock.
Alright, so...
You watched Hakuba throw a ball bearing 6, went to investigate it. Right? This is nerve-wracking. How many party members are we gonna lose tonight?
I noticed his failed attempt at making her an X pincushion.
It's laughable. I mean,
Show me how it's done.
you know more about healing just by torturing.
Alright,
I just know how to kill things.
I am in range here to do this, so I'm gonna heal her.
Assassins
You're gonna
don't
try to
heal.
stabilize her? Alright.
I rolled an 18.
You successfully stabilize her. So you are,
This is how it's done.
and this
Have
I
to teach
will
me that
say,
later.
you are at 1, but you are,
I'm laying there going...
yeah, you're laying there. Both you and Ari, you're not quite lucid. You're alive, but you're in and out.
Right.
You're Khal Drogo moments before the witch comes in.
I'm going to whisper, stay still. Enemy still.
Yeah, that word.
Enemy clear.
Incapacitated. That word.
We should
Hakuba.
station... Hey,
Oh, sorry, just kidding. Go ahead.
we should station ourselves so that when it comes back in, we can attack it both when it's in range. And I go stealthy.
Roll the sneaky snuck.
20.
Alright, and Hakuba.
I'm going to do the same.
Okay.
He's hiding behind his wolf.
What'd you get?
A 1.
So 6 altogether.
Hakuba goes to stealth and once again trips over Trapfinder.
I was gonna say, I probably tripped
Making
over her because
enough
I
noise.
it that way.
That 6 is gonna come back and investigate now that it's its turn.
But he thinks he's stealthy.
Yep, you're like,
Oh shit.
like your loincloth is flopped. You're like, if I just don't move, he won't see me. Stornock
cover his
with dark
eyes.
vision, you now have a full moon in a dungeon. And it hits Hakuba.
Where? From where?
It's gonna come back in to investigate.
Okay.
It sees you in your full mooniness. Assuming you're wearing a loincloth, all half orcs do in my mind. It's just not up for debate.
Wow!
It's
Stereotype.
yes! They have to have a butt flap. And And then we have another campaign that got like a symbol on his tail, and so he's got a fluffy butt flap.
That's gonna be right.
It's a thing, and I refuse to believe otherwise. Ooh. That's 7 points in necrotic damage, and your strength temporarily goes down by 1.
Okay.
Are you still alive?
I'm still on my foot.
Foot, not feet.
One
Foot.
foot.
I got 1 foot.
1 foot in the.
You will never drop the soap again.
And the strength went down by, let's see, down to 15.
So it would be
Yep.
just minus
And
1.
just,
right?
mark,
So-
because it is temporarily, so don't forget what your original strength was.
Yep.
Arcana death saving through. No, you guys are stable.
They're
Just kidding.
stabilized. Yep.
Brain store knock.
And considering it's
She
in
said we were
position.
still lying.
Yep, you're just laying there and collapsing at the moment.
Blessed strike.
Okay.
It's very odd that a Duergar is blessed.
I'm sure it probably never happened before.
Probably never will again. Yeah.
Over 20.
Words.
I'm thinking that's like a grand total of 28.
Is it a nat 20?
No, sadly, no. It's a 7.
Sadly, no.
It hits.
13 more damage.
It poofs. How do you guys feel?
I am
That was
going.
a shitty fight.
I don't anymore.
I hug you from here with all my feelings that are left.
And considering everything that just happened,
I'm birthing another one.
I am going to wander up and I'm going to decapitate his corpse.
Remember the breathing.
Okay. Go ahead and roll to hit just for shiggles and add strength.
Decapitating what?
Your corpse.
So it doesn't come back to life, hopefully.
Wow, that's the lowest I've rolled on a, thank God, inanimate object. 12.
If you successfully decapitate him.
I'm really glad I'm not awake for most of this.
Alright. Everything
Wanna
is
loot my body?
dead.
Actually, I was going to.
Oh!
PQRS.
I'm going to tip the statue back up and the hand that was holding the orb, I'm going to put his freaking head.
Okay. You put his bloody head in the hand of the statue.
Yes!
Okay.
I,
You put the bloody head in the hand of the statue where the orb was that the blood dissolved to let these
can
things
I
out
stop
of.
him before he does that?
You can try.
Okay.
How are you going to stop him?
Basically. Wait.
Okay, you're going to have to use half your movement to stand up, and then you might be able to reach him in time.
Stand up.
I never got back down.
Oh yeah, just kidding.
It's the two of us that are down
Just-
still.
yeah. It's past my bedtime. I had coffee today.
And then roll a hit or whatever?
You're just going to interpose yourself.
Yeah,
between-
basically.
Alright.
Yeah, unless he's going to resist, I won't make you roll for it.
Blood is how we kind of got into the situation before. If you put that on that of them thinking you are, that might not end well for us.
Fair enough. He just irritated me a lot. I figured it'd be a good warning for anybody else.
I think we should rest up before we start posting warning notes.
I'm going to throw it in the corner of the other side of the room.
Okay. I watched the collective intake of breath so everyone wasn't completely dead yet.
No! And I'm like on the floor,
Alright, so I'm gonna go on a limb here and assume that you guys are taking a rest.
Yeah.
Not in this room, though.
No.
We're gonna
Okay.
move them all to the room with the bone chandelier.
Also, I'm
That
going
is this room.
to
Okay.
check his
Am
body. for-
I-
Oh,
Chandeliers
Am
now.
I alert enough to tell them that there was a box that tried to bite me?
No, you're not. The only one who knew that was Marcus.
He's dead.
He's
Dead.
I'm going to check his body real quick for any useful items.
Okay.
You're gonna find.
Just hand over your
Hand in the
character
character sheet. It's just, there you go.
50 feet of hemp rope, water soon. Or yeah.
Okay.
That's all I have.
Okay.
It has been kind of tense.
And you can have whatever gold I had, I guess.
Okay.
And monies.
Backpack with a roll. That's good.
Alright, and you guys are...
I have my weapons.
Resting.
You are resting.
Oh,
And
they
this
are.
is going to be a short rest or a long rest?
It have to be a long
Long
rest.
rest, I think.
Okay. You see in this room, you're going to the bone chandelier room?
Yes.
Are they just dragging us?
Yeah. They're dragging, but they're dragging you by the hair and not the feet, so you're okay.
I was going to say, I'd be nice and carry.
Mm-hmm.
They'll be nice and carried.
Yeah. I'll still take Trap Finder with me while I'm carrying one of you.
You do see that there is an adjacent room to the one with the bone chandelier that does have a bed. The mattress is kind of rotted.
The last time I knew beds, they had pokey things in the church when I remember. They're not getting in bed.
Mm-hmm.
The room seems fairly empty except for the bed, and then there's a wardrobe against the corner wall.
Is it an armoire?
In zoology, science licks you. I don't know how that's relevant, I just felt like it.
Is it made out of arms?
It is not an armoire.
I was thinking that we should take
So,
them
are you guys
upstairs.
going to do watches, or...
I'll start.
Okay.
I'm not as hurt as you.
Fair enough.
I'll take first watch, and then whomever is in good enough repair can take the next watch.
No one else.
Roll me perception. Door knock during your watch.
18.
You hear chanting. You hear that same chanting of "He is the ancient, He is the land, He is the ancient" over and over. And it does very much seem to be coming from east of you. Like directly east of you, almost as if it was coming through the wall. Well, northeast of you, depending on where you are.
This is not a very good nursery rhyme.
You say to the darkness as you're on a watch.
Yes.
Roll me a
What
wisdom
gold did
save.
you have on him?
Who?
What gold did you have
You
on
put
him?
your dice away too soon!
Should be on the bottom.
Other side.
Right?
So wisdom?
Yes.
When I found the money.
18.
No.
You again get that feeling of maybe that Strahd isn't such a bad guy.
Oh, okay.
But
That's
it's
actually fitting for
really
my character.
Gotcha.
great.
Fair enough.
No.
And it hits you and then it bounces off.
No.
Where, I mean,
That's
before
alright.
if it was more of a pervasive, and now it's just like, no. But you're aware that there is something trying to tickle the back of your mind.
Wait a minute. One of the,
Is this a charm effect?
It is not.
Oh,
Because that would not work on you.
No, half duration.
It would not work as effectively as I
You
want.
can show to the
22.
camera. That's really
Okay.
sad.
Okay.
You are.
29
Your
years
watch
I've
goes
never had
without
a
other
character die.
incidents.
Alright. How do you do long rests? Full heal or no? Or-
Yep.
Okay.
So long rest.
Find
I'm
your
gonna say
character.
you guys both take your watches. Everybody who
It's-
took a long rest is at full health, and you have all your spell slots back.
Full health?
Oh, I get to do my thing.
Full
That's
health.
insane.
What about me?
You're
That's
not
like a really long rest.
That was awful.
That's sad.
My divination rolls were
Do we lose
absolutely
the
awful.
negatives for strength and stuff like that we
Yes.
Yes,
Trade 'em with
your
other
strength.
things
If
if you
you had a temporary
4 and
negative to
5?
strength,
You can
it
trade
disappears.
rolls.
So we're back to normal.
You
Yes,
are
that's
back
right.
to normal for
we're
all
back to
intents and
normal.
purposes.
You have to
Better than that
just-
20.
You have to decide beforehand.
Yeah, if you're almost about to die, you can say, well, the thing swings and rolls a 4.
Yep.
Okay. So it's okay to have bad ones too.
Yeah. It's you can use them later as you
Dean.
see fit. Alright, so the long rest goes without further incident. We've got about 15 minutes left, so I'm gonna push forward just to see where if we can end in a little less inconspicuous of a spot for the evening.
Okay, well, seeing as I'm conscious and at full health now, I'm
Yeah.
gonna tell them about the
Okay,
crate.
yeah. She tells you about the box.
The crate that tried to eat me.
That would
And
have
licked
been
me.
nice to know earlier.
And you notice that
Really?
the crate is not in this room. There's the bed and there's a wardrobe.
Oh shit.
Yep.
Huh. Well, now we have to worry about the wandering crate now.
It's a crate or a chest?
It looked like a crate.
Yeah, it looked like a crate.
Okay.
Great.
No, crate.
So-
Hakuba, you also hear that chanting on your watch. Yep. And when you guys wake up in the morning, you're like, oh, you eat your rations, you stretch.
Oh, speaking of which, I divvy out the trail rations from him to
Gotcha.
everybody else. He had 10 days of trail rations, so.
Everyone's pretty melancholy as you are down a
I'm moving down
compatriot,
to 7 at this point.
The 7? Yeah.
which, you know, it's disheartening. As you watch these shadows start to poof, you thought that, hey, you know, we have a chance, that we're going to overcome this, and then reality smacked you as one of your more fun compatriots was voted off the island. And you all hear the chanting coming
Yeah.
from this only place down here that you guys haven't explored yet.
On the other side of this stupid hole that the fire fell into. And
Yeah, that pit.
Alright, so I found another problem with this place.
another one.
Yes.
Like there isn't enough problems.
Apparently not. At this point in time, it feels like every so often there is a force that is trying to invade my mind.
Hmm.
And I believe it's this Strahd character.
He's targeting you specifically, huh?
Unless any of you have had this wonderful feeling that Strahd isn't a bad guy and he might be doing things on purpose, and it's a good thing.
No, after looking at that one room, I don't think he could convince me otherwise.
Right, so that's what he's trying to do to me.
Interesting.
Part of the reason I wandered off the first time is because it did invade my mind, but I came to tried happening again last night.
Fair enough.
So, at night we might need to keep me immobile.
Shibari, anyone? Sorry, I can't straight face that anymore. I don't know, 15 feet up might be enough for a dwarf.
So,
Where are you guys going now?
That's not happened to me. That's.
And where is this place that we haven't
I mean, I felt
investigated?
ill when we were in the other room with the well. I don't know if you were here for that or what, but.
Also, don't try on any of the clothes here.
Yeah, do you explain more than that, or just...
Oh, no, I go into detail
Okay.
as to...
He got a very similar feeling when he put a cloak on, except he had the desire to kill somebody in the party. No one in specific, just, you know, somebody.
I mean, I have a dagger from upstairs that made me feel ill when I was holding it in that room.
Okay.
But nothing like I felt to stab anyone or anything.
Okay.
That's a 20 and a 19.
How'd you get a 20 and a 19?
Are we rolling? Isn't it roll
8
d10s?
plus 8.
Oh, 8 plus. Okay, so this
Yep,
is.
so 18
So it's
would
18
be
and a-
max.
It's an 18 and a 17 to start with.
But that's still insanely good.
I mean, the only way I got a 20 was because of charisma and because of something I can
You're-
add to
Yep.
my character.
Yep.
Like my.
It was once you
race.
added racial bonuses and...
So, which way are we going?
I may wish to continue on and try to
16, 13.
find out where the rabbit hole goes, so to speak.
Alright.
Shall we agree to not touch anything that we're not sure of, please? Like, at this point, I know that the only person that happened to is not with us anymore, but we all should agree to not touch things if we don't
Oh, what
not
did you
sure
have
about
to
What's that?
what's
What
going
is
to
the
happen
other
with
guy?
them. That would be great.
That's the reason I asked you guys to look at it first. So yes. But I am not reading this
There's a
on 2 hours.
staircase back the other direction. I think it's, I don't know, east. I don't know, this whole place has got me turned around.
That's east, that's north, that's west, that's south.
If you guys are in 33, the staircase is northeast of you. You'd go up the north hallway or back through 31, and then.
Right, I'm just playing a character.
Gotcha. Sorry.
That's okay. So
My party's role
I
playing.
think
But
that
yes.
direction through that door there's
Anything
a
else?
staircase, but we need to be careful because Marcus fell into a pit not far from
just stopped right in front of the pit.
Okay, you're gonna stand there like it's right here. Exhibit A. Don't step
And-
here. And to your left, we have the immediate emergency exit going down.
Alright,
It's
so
immediate.
So
alright.
we just watch Arcana go out the door as I'm talking.
apparently we're following her.
Yeah, I
So
guess
yeah,
so.
following her.
Okay, she stops and points out the trap.
Okay.
Look, it's still bloodstained.
Oh look, it's like he's still with us a little bit. Sorry.
Wish I had
Now-
I'm trying to make it a little less painful and it's not
No.
working.
Is this just like a giant hole in the floor, or is
Yeah,
this like...
it's a spike pit. Like it's
He almost died.
a 5-foot square, 10
I
feet
got
deep,
stuck.
with big spikes, and he face planted in it.
How big was the table in 33?
About that size.
Perfect. We're gonna go take the table and fill a hole.
Okay, team lift everyone.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
Fast
yeah.
forward, you successfully put the
Walmart.
table in the hole.
Great.
It sits kind of wonky because of the spikes, but you can climb over easily now.
All right. So to the west.
Yep, we're going
Stairs.
to head to whichever room it is that we're supposed to go to.
The stairs.
All right, so you guys are
I
going
am being
over
very
to-
cautious in the front.
Okay.
If you're afraid of hidden devices, I can look for them.
Why don't let
Okay, yes,
the
you do that.
stealthy ones go first? They're usually good at finding things that
I'm going
shouldn't
to
be there.
meander my way up the stairs, specifically
Is it
looking
up or
for...
down?
When you get to,
Down.
Thought it was
do I
down.
have it marked as 30?
I thought it was
Maybe.
down.
It is
It's
down.
30.
It is 35 feet down, and it is a steep staircase.
Alright, and I'm going
What
to...
order are we going in?
I
Well,
will lead the way on this one.
Stornock is going first. Are you
I'll go
taking
second.
up the rear? Are you taking up somewhere in the middle? Or what do you want to do?
No, I'll take up the rear.
Okay,
Just
I'll
gotta
go
keep an
behind
eye
you
out.
then.
And am I using investigative perception for traps?
Perception.
Cool. Then I have a 24.
Perfect.
Going down the
You
stairs.
are very perceptive that there are no traps. And go ahead and remove the red towel, the final piece of our map.
Just hold on a second. Too many dice.
Party is loading. Please hold. Your viewing pleasure is important to us.
And no, I'm not coming in dry.
The Kratos one. The comments.
Lovely.
I'll watch it later.
Actually, I don't have it loaded, so...
I'm gonna set this here if that's okay.
You guys come in at where the staircase makes an elbow over. Yeah.
Put me
That-
first
that-
at the elbow.
Yep.
Like,
right there where your
Put
finger
him
was.
at the elbow. Yep. The stairs going up, right where your finger are, is where you're coming down.
35. Oh, okay.
So you guys should be entering area 35.
35.
Oh, okay, so it's
Oh, yeah.
Yep, so that little
35 is what I'm
landing-
asking.
Is 30 feet down from where you were, and then there's another 5-foot staircase down into room 35.
Oh, that looks
Fun.
Lovely.
the
Alright.
opposite of God.
This doesn't look kind.
Alright, so what do I see in 35?
In 35, as you come down this staircase, and I am keeping in mind that you are watching for things out of the ordinary.
Correct.
looking for any crates that
The
might not be
ghostly chant is now consistent, but it's not overpowering loud, but it's consistent. However, you can't hear words anymore. It's just this repetitive mumble, like if you're in a crowded restaurant, all the voices around you. That ambience. Yep.
There's a duck, I'm leaving.
Yeah.
There's when you come into 35, there's a bunch of niches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 along the east wall, 3 along the south. You can kind of see the little bumps on the room. Those are all niches. Each of them have a pedestal, if you will, in them, and there's a different item on each pedestal.
It's a freaking puzzle. This room sucks.
Why do you see it's a puzzle? Maybe it's not.
Things, holding things. And
Are you just gonna kind of look at all of them in order?
Yes.
Okay. There is a small mummified yellow hand with sharp claws on a loop of rope. You can just put mummified hand or mummy hand.
Mom hand.
Okay. The next niche has a knife carved from a human bone. I'm just gonna assume like all of you as a group are.
yeah,
Yeah,
we'll
this would
follow along and look
Too
at all
exhausting to
them.
explain it individually to each of you. The third one is a dagger with a rat's skull set into the pommel.
Rat dagger.
The fourth one, which is almost the corner, but not quite.
Yep.
Is another orb. 8 inches in diameter. It's varnished. And it also looks odd. Like, depending on where you're standing, like an oil spill, depending on where you're standing, the colors kind of swirl a little bit.
Looks sheeny. Got it.
Yeah. You don't feel compelled to... Well, I don't know. You might feel compelled to touch it. The next one is what looks like a holy blessing wand made of bone.
Wand, did you say?
Like, yeah, one of the little ones that you dip in the water and then splash.
Made of bone?
Yes.
Okay.
The next one, there is a folded cloak made from stitched skin.
It puts the lotion on its skin or else it gets
Oh. The next one is a bag full of bat guano. And it's identifiable
Fireball.
with a small.
Fireball, anyone? Fireball?
Guano. It's guano.
There's
Bats. Why does
Next
it have
one.
to be
an
bats?
iron pendant adorned with a devil's face.
Then we go like around to the west side of the room, and there's 3 on the west side of the room, or 5? Because it's
just yeah, wherever the little niches are.
Okay.
And not all of them are full.
no, but like
Yeah,
I
because
would
you only
just-
have 3 items left.
okay, but there's 5 niches left, so
Yes.
okay. So the west corner of
A
35.
small wooden coffer containing what appears to be a tongue, but you're not sure what the tongue is from.
Good.
And the last niche,
So there's which one is it in? Because it's like
okay, let's see.
because there's one technically here, one here, and then 2 on this wall. So
Yep, the 2 on that wall are empty.
these 2 are empty.
Yep.
Okay.
And then the next one over, that one.
This one is empty.
That one, yes, that's empty. And then the last one,
This one has it.
that one, has Marcus's head.
That's great.
Ha! I knew it was
And
a
you're
good
not sure how.
As it
I didn't
starts,
put it there.
as it starts speaking. Hey guys, have you seen the rest of?
Yeah, I'm feeling a little lightheaded here.
I feel
Oh.
my everything.
And then you see, apart from the niches, you see 2 exits. One is a hallway. The other one is a slope down. The southernmost tunnel slopes down at a 20-degree angle into what looks like murky water and ends at a rusty portcullis, but the portcullis is in the up position. And it looks like it's rusted in place.
So rusted open.
Yes, rusted open. And the chanting
It's coming
seems
from
to be
that
coming from the murky water entrance.
Great.
You guys are all standing in this room full of niches and weird artifacts with 2 possible exits.
I don't want to
I'm
touch
going
it.
to examine.
Already
Neither.
decided we're not touching any of these things.
Oh, you guys aren't gonna like pick them up and play catch with them and
Maybe Marcus's head.
blah.
No.
I'm
Kick it in the
actually,
murky
I'm
water
actually
and
going
see
to
what happens.
examine without touching
Okay.
Max's head to see if, you know, if there's, you know, any signs of handprints or anything like that.
No. The blood is drained from it, however. But you are certain that it is his head. Without any of the blood in it, but it's his head.
Long black hair.
You've been desiccated. Alright,
Oh.
so we've got the smoke which leads to
Right.
water, not particularly fond of that. The other one leads to another hallway.
And you know, chanting. That's lovely. We should go towards the chanting. It's great.
I don't know thinking what you're thinking is.
Sarcasm, just, you know.
It suits you oh so well. I think we should go down the other side and look at it first.
You first.
Sounds like a plan.
I concur.
Alright, so you guys are going into the
Other hallway.
Side hallway.
the side hallway that is not the murky water.
Correct.
What would you like to do
Right.
in order? Follow him or like behind or what do you
I'll
want
go
to do?
second.
No. No, that's just mean. Maybe later. Alright, so who's in the front?
It's the same order that we came down the
Same
stairs.
order? Okay, perfect.
And it's a 20 perception this time around.
Okay. You don't see any traps right off the bat as you come in. However, you realize you have found a prison. There are shackles here as well. When you're looking at area 36, you come in, and the hallway down the middle is open. Everything to the right and left, they are cells. So I can't see super well from here.
So
But there's little cells, 2 little cells in the front. The back wall is all 1 cell, and then there's 2 medium cells in the middle.
okay.
There's no bodies in them that you see when you first come in, because you're just looking at that first set of cells.
Right.
How far in are you going there, Stornock?
Up to the doors to the middle cells. Or at least, actually no, at the beginning of the middle cells, because I don't see if there's any doors on them.
Okay. There are doors to the
Are you
cells,
following?
but they are not,
Are you following?
they're not locked. They're all,
Ajar.
no, they're doors. But yes, they are all slightly opened. There are more shackles with hanging skeletons inside them.
Alright.
All the skeletons appear to be naked. All their clothing has been tattered and worn away.
How
Although,
do the doors look? Are they in good repair?
they are in decent repair.
Okay. Am I able to reverse lockpick and actually lock it instead?
Yes,
Cool.
you could try.
I'm going to close the doors and lock them.
Okay. What are the rest of you guys doing? I'm gonna go around here quick. Arcana, what are you doing?
Well, I'm kind of stuck. There's not a lot of room. So.
Well, you could move around each other and shuffle about.
Well, he's dealing with the door or whatever. And whichever one you could go around and go to the other side if you wanted to.
Is this all like one big wall here? Or is it still a hallway?
Here.
As far as you can tell, that's a wall.
Like this is where the wall ended or started or whatever.
Yeah, they're underneath. Why do you want to look at the wall, or?
Well, I wasn't sure if it was a hallway or not. I was thinking about going back and going down it. But
If it's a wall, she can't go through walls.
Right.
Like I guess I would attribute that to part of this room rather than.
Hang on. Can't I see what I did there?
Okay, that's better.
Oh yeah, no.
Out of
I see.
character, it looks like a platform.
Yep. It's a
So-
walkway around
Okay.
the water in the other room.
so it's part of the other room. It's
Yes.
not.
Yes.
It's not something
It's not
like
part of the
we
hall.
couldn't
Yes,
see
correct.
this.
That's why I got like a thicker black line. DM's too
I
short,
don't
can't
really
see.
want to do anything in here.
Okay, you're just gonna hang out and wait. Callista.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna not go into the cells, but like just look and see what's in them. If there's any sign of human or any prisoner
Gotcha.
activity,
Just kind of a
It's
quick.
like
in each
how
of the cells,
how
or-
recent the cells may have been used, that type of
They
thing.
look old.
Okay.
It looks like it has been a while.
Sure.
All the prisoners' clothes have tattered off. When you look in the very back cell, there is a skeleton to your left hanging on the wall
Okay.
that has the remnants of a black cloak still about its shoulders.
Similar to the cloaks that we saw upstairs in the.
Similar, yes.
Okay.
You gotta hit it with your head.
Okay. I'm gonna mention that to the party that
Okay.
this one still looks like it has robes on it from upstairs. Gross.
You could do that too.
And
You
go
were
back
able to lock
out
them as you go.
the direction.
Because I rolled a 26.
Yeah, they.
Perfect.
Unless you're gonna do anything different with what she mentioned, otherwise you're good. Well, careful, kiddo. She almost stabbed herself with the pencil. I'm like, no! No stabby! No stabby, baby.
If you're gonna stab anyone, stab me.
Right, anything else out of you guys? You successfully locked them.
17 to stealth.
Okay.
I'm going to basically kind of stand in the hallway and watch their
Perfect.
backs per se.
No activity of any kind. It seems like it's still down here, apart from the muffled chanting in the background.
Is there anything about the skeleton in the cloak that stands out from any of the skeletons besides the cloak?
The cloak.
Okay. But no, just walking that up and heading back.
Right. So you guys are back
think we're
in.
done here.
No surprise, gelatinous cube. Back in area 35.
That's not nice with the gelatinous cube comment saying.
Said maybe later. Alright, all that's left is the murky water doorway.
I'm thinking I want to save that for next time.
Right?
I'm just gonna let you guys get into the room and describe it and then cut it off dramatically. Quit being responsible, damn it. Like,
DM thwart.
And don't play with responsible player!
and you get disadvantage, and you get disadvantage, and y'all get disadvantage.
Everybody does.
Disadvantage on you, disadvantage on your cow.
Poor cow!
Squirt yourself in the eye.
The cow is utterly distraught. You guys all, like I said, hear strong chanting coming from the murky water rooms.
One way to go, but I don't really want
And
to
you
go
know
that way.
that this is the only way to go.
How deep is the like?
You don't know. It
Okay,
just it
we
goes
haven't got
down,
there yet.
but
Okay.
the murky water, like here's the open portcullis. Say the portcullis is about this doorway size. The I'd say from the top of the door to about here is open,
Okay.
and the floor just kind of scoops down. But you can kind of, when you crouch down, you can see that there looks to be a gap between the water and the tunnel.
Okay. Without going down it, because it's it's 30 feet or so, like away from me. Can I see, since I have dark vision, anything?
Yeah, you can see, and if you look down, it's really hard to see into the room
Sit.
because it's about 10 feet of water tunnel.
Sure.
There is room between the water and the top, but as far as you can tell, it looks like you're looking over a lake almost.
Great.
Alright.
If you really want to describe it, I'll just walk down there.
Say, may as well wander in and go up on one side or the other.
We're right there! And I'll just let you guys, whoever is the first one in, I'll describe, and then
Okay.
I'll just cut
right
it off
down
there.
where the water starts. So.
I'm right behind her.
okay. You guys see what you thought you had already found. When you had entered room 31, back up on the last floor with the statue and the orb, you went, oh, this is where the sacrifice is. Oh. No. This is where the sacrifices has happened.
Is this one directly underneath 31?
You're not sure.
Am I sure?
You're fairly sure. As you realize you have found a ritual chamber. The chanting that has been heard throughout the dungeon on and off stops. It's silence to a point where
Like
Definitely
definite
it's
sense.
eerie.
I love that term. It's like
This
raised
is
to the
a
ground.
40-foot square room. The walls are smooth and the masonry provides excellent acoustics. There's featureless stone pillars supporting the ceiling and a breach in the west wall that leads to a dark cave that seems to be heaped with refuse. Clothes, odds and ends. It looks like the captives were stripped and then their stuff was thrown into what appears to be a compost pile. Just self-cleaning. Murky water covers most of the floor. There are stairs that lead up to dry stone ledges that hug the walls to your right and left. In the middle of the room, more stairs rise to form an octagon that also rises from the water. Rusty chains with shackles dangle from the ceiling directly above a stone altar that's mounted on the dais. The altar is carved in hideous descriptions of grasping ghouls and is stained all over with dry blood.
Yeah.
And as you look through, you realize that there is fresh blood that seems to have recently dried within the last 24 hours.
Right.
And we'll end there.
I'm actually.
The water's 2 feet deep.
No.
Oh, just kidding. There is one more
Detail.
point here. Yeah. Alright, so you guys are all, like, you walk in, you all see that. Like I said, the portcullis is rusted open. Alright, so I'm going to scoot all of you forward into the room. Is anyone staying out, or are you guys all going in?
I would like to take a pitten
Okay,
and place it so that the portcullis can't come down.
gotcha.
Like,
Good, because if you weren't, I was.
Like,
I was gonna say to
let's
try
rest
and-
it open, but let's just make sure.
right. I mean, like, I don't know how to makeshift that
Okay.
with a pitten, but
I've
like,
got a
Yep.
hammer, we can chisel it into the wall.
right. But I
There's-
mean,
there's
like,
gaps in the stone where you could wedge it.
okay,
So where if it tried to come down, it should catch on the pin.
that would be great. Yeah,
Okay.
that's kind of what I want to do.
Okay, perfect. I will note
And
that.
I'm down another pitten to 8.
When the last member of your party has entered the room,
Son of
in
a-
your heads, you all hear the following. Chanting rises once more as 13 dark apparitions appear on the ledges overlooking the room. Each one resembles a black-robed figure holding a torch, but the torch's fire is black and seems to draw light into it, similar to the shadows that you saw. Where you'd expect to see faces, there's voids. One must die, one must die. They chant over and over. One must die, choose. And on that lovely note,
He's already dead.
we'll end. Have a great night, you guys. See you next week for...
Saturday and Sunday.
Oh, yeah, no. Saturday. Oh, that's right. We start streaming Sunday this week. Ah! So exciting news that I get to throw in here with Joe, also known as DM Thaco. We will be streaming Saturday this week as well at 6 p.m. and it's Loramir. It is Loramir. And then Sunday,
You get to have your big
for the first time, we have another new DM who is going to be breaking out of her shell and guiding us through Waterdeep. So that will be Sunday afternoon. Time forthcoming should be 3 o'clock. Hope to see you guys there and have a good night. Hopefully the party will speculate and we'll see if anyone lives. Bye guys.
Bye.
Bye.